live from Indianapolis, Indiana, as the Silk City Animals and the QC Crush battle for positioning in the Eastern Conference. Hello, if it's your first time, your 15th time, or your 50th time joining us here on the A7FL Games of the Week, I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian as we are getting ready for throw-off. Welcome you to the A7FL Games of the Week, live from Indianapolis, Indiana, across A7FL.com/watch. Anywhere in the world you can find us live or on demand. I'm Matt Ryan, joined by Big Rob Fabian. And Rob, we have had one hell of a week one so far. Overtime, big performances, new names making statements in this league. But this was the game that both you and I had penciled for what we were looking forward to in our Games of the Week slate this week. Because of the Silk City Animals, not only are you going to see David Tender, Rookie of the Year, you're going to see Kwani Morgan, Manny Diaz, so many things from this Animals offense. But the QC Crush, they've got some animals on that team too, not to pardon the pun, but they have Drizzy Pope, they have Khalil Thomas, Von Hicks, names that if you've watched Quentin Vaughn, names if you've seen A7FL Ohio games before, these are consistent with who you're going to see in this game today. Drizzy Pope, some of the best players from the state of Ohio, combined to make this team. And Rob, it is going to be a big-time game. We saw a lot of major highlights in our first games of the day. What are you expecting from the Animals here as the presumptive favorites and a team that is looked at by many to try and make a run here in 2025?
I mean, with the tenacity that they had last season and basically the revitalization of that whole program after Huff was there the season before, David Tender stepped in and just became America's freaking sweetheart, if I'm being honest with you. He's Rookie of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year. I think he set a single game pass record of 505 yards in the last matchup, right? Yeah. So it's like now you're adding Trey Baskerville, who with the right help on that defensive line is a monster.
And I want to shout out Zach Bedoin saying it's a great day for football sickos. Yes, football. If you're a real sicko, if you're a real football sicko, if you're obsessing over this sport the way that we do, welcome. We've been waiting for you for so long, and you've been better late than never, as it will be the Crush throwing off as and the Animals will get the ball first. And that is at the 19, and that is Kwani Morgan, a.k.a. Ghost, getting to the 36-yard line as we get things moving here. I'm sorry, that was Manny Diaz. Manny Diaz donning the Ghost-like attire.
The Ghost attire.
The white shiesty and the...
Wouldn't that be insane if that was their whole thing? Hey, let's all wear white shiesties with white jerseys with gold numbers.
I would be so mad. I would yell.
I would too.
I would
Because
yell
then
at them.
I really don't know who you guys are. That's insane. I don't know if you're a new player. Look, these two. These two are shiestied up. Okay. Here we go.
And there's David Tender making his walk to the line. And let's take a look at that return there by Manny Diaz.
And I know the Animals are slightly short-staffed, but honestly, that never stopped them before, so I'm really not worried about it. They have David Tender. I know Jay Rolla is not in attendance today. Unless that's Trey Baskerville over there on the sideline, I don't see him yet either, but we still have some time. Let's see what these guys got.
Three big humans on the line. Diaz will be set up. Pardon me, that's Key Mitchell. That's Keyshawn. Oh, nope, that is Manny Diaz. The throw deep down field. Wow! At the 29.
Are you even down?
Manny Diaz on the catch. So that's Manny Diaz. The other one was Kwani Morgan. Either way, big play.
David Tender said, "What wind? What wind, fellas? I'll show you something." That is one heck of a throw, one heck of a catch. And again, this is the sophomore year, and I'm hoping there's no slump. But right now, I don't see one. Look at this. He drops back. Great blocking, by the way. Why not let it fly? What a throw. Corey would be proud.
What a play by man. Just off the rip, and there's the handoff pushing through the pile. Gets through one layer and brought down. Is that Omari Thomas on? No, that was Manny Diaz. Manny Diaz on the run again.
Quanny Morgan
again.
Yeah.
Both wearing number 2. Both going to get a message from me yelling at them as soon as this game is over.
That's all we need. And that would make it way worse. Everyone with a white shiesty, same number, same jersey, same everything. Everybody wear number 2 with white shiesties. That would be great.
Tender back in the huddle. Join with two backs, 2 on either side of him. 1 wide receiver. The snap, the handoff.
Yep. Right outside.
Met immediately in that QC Crush defense.
QC Crush isn't really, they're not allowing a lot now. They're definitely matching intensities. They didn't come here playing slow. They definitely came out swinging. I'll give them that.
And let's take a look again on the replay. The handoff, and then just not able to turn in.
They got to seal that better, though. I don't think that's on the running back at all. That's on the offensive line. You got relax there, buddy. Yeah, they gotta seal that way better. As an offensive lineman, I'm getting in trouble for that block. That's a bad block.
It'll be second down. 11:55 remaining in the first. First play from scrimmage. David Tender throws to Manny Diaz to get him to the 35. Pardon me, to the 30. Tender with time.
David Tender can run.
Tender can run, but he can throw.
But he doesn't have to.
In the pocket, touchdown Animals.
And ladies and gentlemen, America's sweetheart.
He is marketable, and so is this Animals offense. Getting a little bit of that gritty going. Tender to Diaz, first time this year for a tutty. 2 times, 2 plays, 2 catches, 1 tutty. And this Animals offense up 6-0. Let's take a look again, Rob.
He drops back. He stays poised. The offensive line is phenomenal blocking right now. That you can't really be upset at this. Look at this. David Tender stop. That's amazing. That's an amazing
just
throw.
Whipped it.
Throw. And everybody's
wide
confused,
open.
like, yeah, who's supposed to be guarding their number 1 receiver? Are you okay?
And they will go for 2. The snap. Tender. Dribbles it. Caught. Disgusting. And there it is.
Disgusting. I believe that Tender is the future. This is insane.
What a catch. Insane. What a play. It is 8-0 Animals. And we'll be taking a brief timeout. We'll be back with more. It's 8-0 Animals. The games of the week. The Crush looking to crush when we're back. We're back here live with the A7FL Games of the Week, and this offense, David Tender, just like a gazelle out there, just throwing it sidearm, bang, right there in the pocket.
Way too easy. Like Manny Diaz coming out, I think he got 2 catches for like 70 yards. Like the game just started.
And here we go with the 3-on-1 throw-off, dead ball play. The clock will not run, so the
oh my God!
Get met!
Oh my goodness! And he had Bambi legs. He couldn't stand up after that.
That young man, his jersey didn't come in, but his playmaking skills certainly did. Need to get the tracking notification on that one.
Boom! That is a phenomenal tackle. Wow.
Made that man's shins want to move.
I can't get up.
He changed he's changing locations. He's never dropping a pin again after that.
At all.
It'll be 1st and 10 due to weather and shipping issues because yay. We will have numbers. The numbers we usually have for the crush are a little different, and a flag on the play. We'll see who it's on. And it's on the defense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty on the Animals as they will move upfield. There you see one of the Santisteban brothers. As I spoke with them last week, and they have a lot of guys on this team. They said that they've stepped up on defense. In 2024, the Animals were one of the top 10 teams in offense, but near the bottom of the league in scoring, in defense. They were 5th in scoring offense. No, this is wrong. This is all wrong.
Oh.
Big play brought down, moderate gain, gets to around the 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd down.
I mean, against a team like the Animals, with what I remember them having and what it looks like out there, a big fella like that trying to run the ball against them, I mean, I guess you'll get a couple of, heavy yards, but you're not really going to get too far. If they're playing it the right way, of course. This guy can go crazy. He can explode. But I could have sworn the Crush had a whole different quarterback. Didn't they get Keno Thomas?
Keno Thomas is a wide receiver now. He's playing wide receiver.
Oh, they want to lose.
But they also have Amatrice Hall, who we saw against the Patterson U in the playoffs. And he had a dynamic day.
Yeah, he went crazy. I don't see why he wouldn't play quarterback. But I get it. Try something new, I guess.
2nd down. The snap, tosses it back, met immediately at the line of scrimmage. He will drive towards the 50, but it will be 3rd and about 5 for the Crush.
Yeah, the pitch guy is fast. He's not slow by any stretch of the word, but that initial guy, the quarterback, isn't really fast enough to be a threat. So you can put a moderately speeded guy on the quarterback. He'll slow him down enough so everyone else with actual speed could catch the pitch guy. It's not – I don't like their play calling right now. I mean, they're getting a couple yards. They're getting a lot of tough yards. I like that, but their play calling is not really my favorite right now.
3rd down. Quarterback will keep it and immediately eat at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down. They tried to go for all tush, no push.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like they want tough yards. I love that. Like, I'm a line guy, so of course I love the tough yards. But you kind of got to understand your matchup. I don't see how they can do that for 4 quarters straight. I need to see something else from the QC Crush to understand, their full team, because I'm not seeing that. That's not going to win them a game.
One man set up to the right of the quarterback. One man at the top of your screen loaded up on the line. 4th down and about 2. The handoff met in the line. Will he get there? He does not. The Animals get a stop on 4th down.
Wow. He definitely looks short. Yeah, it's short. Yeah, the Animals get a stop.
Yeah, that is a yard short. That is a yard short for the Crush, as at the 8-minute mark.
Wow, they came to make a statement.
They get a stop on 4th down due to the Silk City Animals, and David Tender and company will walk back to the line.
And that has to be a nightmare. You don't want to see that guy smiling with his hands in his hand warmer, walking back, and it's like, we got to deal with this again.
Oh no!
Terrible.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Not the marketable man with the cannon for an arm.
How many highlights Ryan is clipping right now? This could get bad. I mean,
I don't know if I don't know if it can get bad. I just think that the animals have the momentum right now, and the Crusher's still trying to figure out what they're trying to pull in terms of a rhythm for the offense.
Let's see.
Tender, empty backfield, snaps the ball, rolls out to his right, sets, throws. Can't get it to him.
A little too much sauce, and. Yeah, Matt, I think we do have to address it. There's people asking. So I think we should definitely address why you're seeing the same exact.
Due to, and I referenced it before, our uniforms were shipped due to the weather and due to some logistics issues because of the shipping. They did not arrive. We apologize for that issue. We have all the names. We will give you the names as we can. We certainly apologize for the jersey-related, the sartorial difficulties, but we're going to make sure the action is insane, and you know every person who does everything as we go on here on the games of the week. 7:02 left to go. The handoff pushes through and drives forward. Doesn't get the first down, but the ball came out. Did the Crush get
ref
it?
didn't say. The refs are not saying anything yet. I'm watching the refs.
We're gonna definitely have to look at a replay just to know. Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be third down.
It's down. It's definitely down. Let's take a look at this.
Great view here on the replay.
Run. You have to block. Ooh, Matthew. He looks like he puts the ball in his hands. I didn't look where his knees were. But even that, you have to blame that whoever was on that outside left tackle, or even if he was playing the tight end, he just stood there. Your running back is coming downhill. You just stood there and didn't put a hand on anyone. If that was a turnover, that's 100% on him. He has to do better. He has to take at least a step.
And we'll see again on the replay.
Macho, he never even steps up. That's his man.
He could have made sure that was a more open door.
Take a look at Macho. He never takes he pass block set. Why? First man to make contact is his. That's 5 more. Lord have mercy. That is not good, bro. I keep not looking at his knees on the replay. Oof. I keep missing if his knees are down because the ball is. He literally gives the ball to.
And you can see the weather. It is Ohio weather right now. All 4 seasons at one time.
I would never live in Ohio. There's no way.
But as the snow, hail, and all points in between descend here in Indianapolis, we deal with the Midwest all seasons, all the time. In the spring, the snap, Tender will roll out to his left. He will spin back. He'll spin the block. Ooh. He'll throw across his body. Caught. Free room. Big man slides to the 10, and ball comes out. Oh. Let's see what happens. It looks like it was out of bounds. It was out of play. And this guy, insanely hyped. He got the stop, but it doesn't look like the Hawks doesn't look like the Crush got the ball. Let's take a look again at the replay.
Yeah, I don't get why you're so hyped. Like you did, unless he got the ball. Did they get the ball?
And let's see again on the replay. Okay. Tender rolling out, just finding a way to chip out. And that's the big man, number 82, the tight end, Papa Smurf.
Let me see.
Good way to, he gets hit. Bang, ball is out. Ball is out. Well, we're in a break. The player elbow was down. We'll be back after this. 8-0 your score. The elbow was down, but it looks like the Crush got the ball off the possession, off their hands, and that was incomplete.
Oh, wow. So they actually, so okay, I stand corrected. Shouts to the young man that was hyped for causing that fumble because I did not know it was a turnover. Great job by that young man, and now the Crush get an opportunity to show something on offense that we didn't see last drive.
5:51 left to go in the first quarter. The QC Crush with the ball. One man set to the right of the quarterback, 4 on the line. And the Animals looking to bring the entire city of Patterson in trouble. Throws, and that is incomplete. Was intended.
Like the same exact play.
Was intended for number 9. That is Keno Thomas.
They won't like my opinion on this. He's crippling the team. You're crippling the team. You're crippling the team. You have a fullback guard playing quarterback for you right now. You have not moved the ball offensively at all because you believe in his throwing arm, dealing with the Animals who are very tenacious. Their D-line is going at them. It's insane to have a guy like Keno Thomas who can run around the field like it's no one's business, sitting at wide receiver, waiting for someone who can't really move that well to throw him the ball. If it works, it works, but I don't see it right now. They have to show it to me.
Second down, Trey Brooks and Q Vaughn now in for the Crush. That one's caught. That's picked up by number 5, Trey Brooks. Trey Brooks staying up on his feet. Trey Brooks staying up right past the 20-yard line. Will be brought out of play at the 22.
Good job by Trey Brooks. Great catch and great yards after the catch. But I'm still not feeling that QB. He really has to shut me up at this point. I'm not feeling it. This is
the way he was able to handle that pressure though was impressive. Was able to dump it down to his check down and get a decent amount of yards on that play.
No, a great amount of yards. I think that was more of a mistake. Oh, goodness gracious, that pancake. Put the syrup on him. Yeah, he's too little. I think it's more, in my opinion, I think it's more so a mistake on the Animals' part rather than the QB doing something amazing. Like, people don't guard the tight end until it's too late and then something bad happens. So that's the Animals not paying attention, but they're double tight right now.
Ball set at the 22. Caught. No, that'll be out of the hands. That was intended.
Now he's upset.
For number 3.
The pressure's on. You're running backwards on your back foot, throwing the ball to who you think is an open receiver. Come on, man.
Washington was the intended receiver on that play. It'll be second down after that big pickup from Trey Brooks. And right now, Rob, that is A7FL. That's not a Santisteban. That is an Old Bridge Hawks legend. That's Mike Liberty. Mike Liberty on the Animals defense.
I think you've seen what he did last season, so I'm very excited that he joined this squad.
The handoff.
He's stuffed.
They stop him right at the line, and it will be third down. They whistled it dead. Smart move by the running back to toss it back to the quarterback just to, hey, hang on. That was number 6 on the carry. That is...
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. That wouldn't have went
Dodds.
anywhere. Take a look at right through the gap. Like, the line isn't moving the way they want to. They're kind of just standing there. It's... Oh, my goodness. Someone called him Grimace. I'm done. I'm done.
Well, he's a milkshake. He likes milkshakes. I also like milkshakes.
I'm retiring. They said Grimace is playing offensive line for the Crush.
Shout out to Harlan Snow watching us. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, the best way to do that is join Locker Room Chat. Go to a7fl.com/chat. That's a7fl.com/chat to be a part of the conversation on social media. Quentin Vaughn in at quarterback. Deontay Bailey. Shout out to Real Darius Chat in the chat. And he's picking the Animals to win this one. Taking a look at it from his perspective as an athlete. Let us know your perspective. Go to a7fl.com/chat. Third down, big opportunity for the Crush, down 8-0. Pressure coming, the snap.
That's it. That's all you have to do.
And there's that throw once again, moving the ball downfield, but it will be 4th down.
That young man's not dynamic enough to be a big fella back there doing that. Like, what is it? What do you have to do? Just send everyone and force a bad throw. It's not against a team like this. It's not rocket science.
And it looks like there's a flag on the play, unless that'll get picked up.
This isn't it. I don't like
it. It's on the offense. False start.
Oh my goodness.
2 flags on the offense. 2
flags offsetting. Yeah, I'm not a fan right now.
Unsure what the officials are.
I know David Tender's yards look insane right now.
Seems like an issue with the coaches, unless a player was just kicked out. I'm unsure of what's going on.
Yeah,
might be unsportsmanlike conduct.
Interesting.
And that will move the crush all the way back.
And they can't afford that. You might as well punt it from here.
If it's 4th down, you might. I don't know if they, much like Nevada, I don't know if they believe in the concept of throwing the ball off, but it looks like they're calling for a throw off here. After that,
to DT3. Let him do his thing, because this is not it.
And this type of throw off is more like a punt. And if it goes out of play, that's just where the ball is positioned. And when we return, we'll see where the Animals land with it. If not, if they catch it, they may put 6 on the board with no time running off the clock. Rob, right now, how what's more important, distance or accuracy? If you're throwing this ball off,
if with David Tender as your quarterback, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. You can throw it 80 yards and start them over there on the 10, and it's going to take him 1 throw to get right back to where he's supposed to be. It's just, with the way he's playing right now, I don't think it. Look, Matt, they lost the ball just now because the tight end fumbled. That was another 60-yard play. It's not on DT3. I can tell you that.
He's had a pretty impressive day so far. We'll have more stats on David Tender a little later. They will throw this ball off, and it will find its way inbounds.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's
bad.
I couldn't get a word out. I just said, and then ran, and then came. That's Quanny Morgan on the return. Yeah, that man is a ghost. What a play. We'll be back with more after this. It's the A7FL Games of the Week on A7FL TV.
Three,
We're back live on the A7FL Games of the Week. It's the Silk City Animals leading the QC Crush 8-0 with 1:45 left to go in our first quarter. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. So glad you are joining us, as it will be first down at the ball at the 30.
Oh, the 30, huh, Matt? Wonder how he got there. Again, it didn't matter where they threw it. You got a guy like Quani Morgan back there ready to return it anywhere. Then you got,
Yeah, and if you want to feel like Quani Morgan, if you want to celebrate being a fan of the A7FL, if you want to be as fast as a ghost, get your fan gear today. Don't just watch the game, wear the game. Go to A7FLshop.com. That's A7FLshop.com. Champs House, the official athletic sponsor of merch for the A7FL. And an athletic play there by Tender, gets it out, passes to the 21-22 yard line, and it will be third down.
Somebody got to do their push-ups. I would not get pushed like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. You don't get stiff-armed like that and get backed up.
Clock
and
continuing.
Again,
Clock continuing the run.
It's not the full Animals team either, which is saying a lot.
But as we get deeper into the season, we're going to see a lot of what this team can do. And right now, with David Tender behind center, the QC Crush have to bring everything they have to try and stop this offense, and they get ahead. And it looks like they may have gotten the first down.
I'll be honest with you. If I was number 82 and I got caught in that pile, I'm rolling off. I'm injured. I'm leaving. I'm not getting caught in a pile like that. Very bold to run it straight down the middle like that, too. Go ahead, Matt.
In the last play of the quarter, David Tender gets on his bicycle inside the 10 to 5. Touchdown. Wow. Animals. Wow. He was just like, oh, the quarter's going to end and Whedon put up 2 scores. Hits him with a bit of the cha-cha.
Listen, the most marketable man in the A7FL did it again. Yeah. This is easy for him. So how is Cincy supposed to react today when they let a no-win Corey Hammond come in and win?
Well, that's Indianapolis. I don't know.
How are they supposed to react?
I think right now, if you're the Indianapolis Octane watching this game,
oh my goodness, you're too little.
You like your odds against this QC Crush team because of the resolve you were able to show in that game. But we also haven't seen what this QC. We've only seen 1 quarter of this team so far. There's a lot more football. There's a lot of football to play.
I've seen enough of that quarterback. Remember,
Tender.
Oh my goodness, look at the blocks.
Tender just like a character select screen with how lax he was. Gets through 4 guys, gets taken down. But
the ref made the tackle.
Yeah, it was the referee who accidentally sat the pick. But it is 14-0 Crush. They may not have gotten the championship points on that one, Rob. And we call them championship points because those are championship plays.
Look at the blocks he had. Phenomenal.
We'll be back with more A7FL in just a moment. back live here with the A7FL Games of the Week live on A7FL.tv. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian as the Silk City Animals will throw off to battle the QC Crush. That ball will go not only out of play, but not the requisite amount of yards. So it will be a dead ball run, Big Rob, for the QC Crush as they look to rugby their way on an untimed down to make this 14-6.
A quick update on what's going on in Vegas. First quarter action pretty much done. It is 28-0. Insomniacs overrode. Yikes.
That is not a good time for the Vegas goal, but the defending champions putting people on notice. And so is this young man on the Animals return team. That 3-on-1 defense has been stellar, but that's still a solid start for the Crush, though. The 47-yard line's nothing to sniff at, Rob.
I can't agree more. And all they have to do now is switch quarterbacks. That's it. Because guess what? We saw this happen already. The Octane started with a quarterback that wasn't the right fit. Once they switched, now you're talking a way more competitive game. And what did they do, Matt? Who's that? Okay. They trying to win, man. They want to win. They switch quarterbacks, as they should.
30 total yards on the day for the Crush. In trouble.
Come on,
stumbles,
Matt.
fumbles, and mumbles his way. 8 yards, and that's Keno.
When I'm right, I'm right. Switch quarterbacks. Keno is he's not about to come here as one of the best quarterbacks in Indianapolis.
But a flag on the play. It looks like they got holding call.
Holding call, naturally. These guys don't know what to do.
Oh, there it is.
Keno.
There it is.
Oh, yeah,
there it is.
sore.
He's just trying to. No, his jersey was too tight. He was just making it looser. He was just making it loose.
And the thing is, I'm seeing people say the Crush are missing pieces. Bro, you're home. You're in Indianapolis right now. How are you missing pieces? So they're going to travel better? The Animals are missing pieces too. Keno needs to be at quarterback. The gentleman that they had before in that entire first quarter, he's not it. Keno just went in there outside of that nasty holding call. That's a positive play.
And Thomas will still be at quarterback. And against this Animals defense that has been sending everybody, but still playing really, they've been sending the house, but they have some speedsters in the secondary. 3 wide receivers set, 3 on the line. Empty backfield for Keno Thomas. 1st and 20. A long way to go for Thomas and the Crush. The complete collapse of the line. Thomas will throw, and that will be into the grass. And it was...
They don't call it, I ain't calling.
No grounding, intentional or otherwise, on that one. It will be 2nd and 20 as the QC Crush in the Umbra alternates have to play a little more rugby here to get out of the way of this Silk City defense that is not, now you've got Keno Thomas and Amatrice Hall on the offense. That is a big opportunity for them to extend the field.
Very true. But
Rob,
the thing is...
Go ahead.
No, they let these guys get started. Sometimes you can't let the Animals get started. They're in a groove. They're hot. So it doesn't matter who you put there. They're still hitting everything moving.
13.
So you might have put... Yeah.
13-50 and counting.
Might have put them in the bind. Let's see.
The timeout called by the Crush. Another flag. There was a timeout. Was it a timeout or a penalty?
It looks like a flag.
Oof, another. The clock working against them.
Wow, Indianapolis is not. This is not a. Again, I'm not mad at the Octane. I'm impressed with the Octane, but this is not. This is a bad start.
2nd down. And a whole lot of yards to go. Keno Thomas rolls out to his right, has green grass and white jerseys in front of him, and gets back to the initial line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down.
And again, Keno Thomas has the legs for it. He can do this. Is CP3 in his prime running around like that. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I'm looking at it. He's CP3-esque. He drops back. He doesn't see anything. He just rolls out. And that foot, nobody's going to catch him. You see the distance he has on these guys?
He was able to peel up, and then it becomes the secondary's problem because by that point, he's past the initial line. He got to the initial line.
Yeah. Guys are losing contain, but again, with a guy that fast that can hit the outside that quick, you almost don't blame them. But again, as a defensive end, it's your job to get that guy. You're supposed to contain him.
Third and a decent amount. As they got back near the initial line of scrimmage, gain of 8 on that play, and they look like they're about to lose all of it.
Oh, my goodness.
They are animals. Silk City spinning a web and bringing Keno Thomas down to make it 4th down.
And the problem there is the big fella, number 4, he's an okay blocker, but you're putting him at a disadvantage dealing with a guy that small. He just tucked his shoulders and came straight down. He's too big to block a guy that small. You got to put him more in the center, or he has to get his footwork right to make that reach blocking and get that. I'm blocking that.
And that is why you are the first member of the A7FL Hall of Fame, Big Rob. That right there.
If you ask the other guys in the trash, capital A. Yeah, that offensive line is disappointing. But again, you gave him a full quarter of another. I don't know what they're doing right now. And does Keno Thomas want to come back out next drive and play quarterback? I don't think so. I wouldn't want to if I was him.
It's fair. And here comes another 3-on-1 throw off. That one will bounce back. That's a live ball, by the way. Live ball. Here comes an opportunity for Quani Morgan. Quani Morgan gets to the 20, slips through 2 defenders, and then eats the turf and gets to around the 35. 1st and 10 for the Animals.
He pointed at his cleats and said, "That's not enough." Oh my goodness. Listen, Liberty and David Tender.
That's mean. That's mean.
Bonnie Morgan and let me shut up and watch. I'm just gonna shut up now.
1st and 10, the handoff to Liberty. Mike Liberty, a A7FL veteran, an Old Bridge native, a native of Ryan's hometown. I'm Ryan DePaul's hometown, the A7FL president. I don't want to say it wrong. I completely blanked on it. I was going to say it. And Sayreville, a Sayreville native. He sets up next to Tender, the Philadelphia native, and he gets the, oh no, that was a pass. Tender fooled the cameraman, let one defender slip. That is caught, and that is a 1st down. No, that was incomplete. That was incomplete. We'll see the replay. The cameraman got fooled on that one. Once we get the replay, we'll be able to reset that.
Yeah, I was so lost.
That broke wild.
Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? I couldn't find the ball at all. That's a lot of offensive firepower. I mean, now I'm starting again. There's still some teams I've yet to see, especially in the Northeast. I do want to see the U. I'm excited to see the U. So to help me start visualizing these matchups.
3rd and 10, that was an incomplete pass. 3rd and 10, the Tender rolls out, throws, and he's brought down.
Sack. They're playing a little lax now. That's not good at all, because now you can have the crush feel like you're breathing life into those guys. These guys aren't bums. They're here to play football.
That was on the sack. Let me get that number 5.
Bad blocking.
That's
by Macho
Trey Brooks.
Again.
Trey Brooks.
Oh, Macho, you are a vet. That's a block you got to make, buddy. You got to make that block, Macho. You have to.
Trey Brooks with a huge stop there on 3rd down. And the Animals will go for it on 4th and 10. Empty backfield. The snap.
Macho. Make the block, Macho.
Tender rolls, hesitates, in trouble. Tender throws to the tight end, and he can't get it. So the Crush get a stop on defense, and a flag on the play. Might be unsportsmanlike.
That's phenomenal defense, though. Are they calling pass interference there?
Was it pass?
I don't know. I thought that was good defense. Hey, thank God I'm not a ref, because I thought that was good defense.
Well, let's see on the replay.
Steps up. And then the tight end gets smart about it. He's like, okay, I'm out of here.
Yeah. He's like,
He's
whoa,
right
baby. Because that's not pass. Is it ineligible? It shouldn't be ineligible receiver downfield. It might be
unsportsmanlike. I didn't see it.
We'll see again on the replay. Tender finding a way, that's impressive to find your way out of that to get the ball thrown. Oh, it was after, the late hit. The late hit on Tender.
On Tender? That is a bonehead. Oh, it could have been that push. It could have been that push.
We're going to take a brief timeout. We'll be back with more after this. Action rolls on live on the A7FL Games of the Week. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian, and Rob, 14-0, but the QC crush with a big stop. And now they have the ball in Animals territory, deep in Animals territory, looking to make this game closer.
I can't say I'm not impressed a little bit with the QC Crush's defense and their resilience to keep a guy like David Tender out of the end zone, and actually their 3-on-1 team slowing them down as well. So that all those things put together really caused these stops here. Now, as long as their offense can figure it out, stop getting these silly holding calls, keep Keno Thomas upright, and he can run one in, because I know he has to prove it to me. He has to show me. I don't know if he could throw one.
Wind picking up here in Indianapolis. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, I think he has a run in here.
Tom's behind center. Immediately that pocket collapses.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. They might have heard me. What you say, Big Rob? Nothing. Nothing at all.
It's an electric boogie, and it's an electric shuffle for that Animals defense.
And that's what I'm saying. They got the Animals defense already got started. Look at this.
As soon as you turn your back, as soon as that guy turned his back, Big Rob, it felt like the barn door was wide open.
Yeah, that's terrible blocking on that offensive line. They got to do better, man. They block better for the big fella.
I think that they're expecting him to run more. I'm unsure. It's either that or the Animals have figured out a way just to instigate pressure.
They found the lineman to pick on, and they're getting the right matchups on the offensive lineman. And if you can do that, there's almost no team you can't beat.
The
snap, know everybody's
immediate pressure, toss back, Keno Thomas ends up back with it. It feels like a rugby play, and they are brought down again by this Animals defense.
Got most of it.
Yeah, but it's like, so what's gonna happen is everybody's gonna look at Keno Thomas like, oh man, y'all should have just let that man start the game. You should have just let him start the game. I mean, this isn't even a terrible play. This seems all right, but these guys just break down so quick. That's the bad play. Dribble. There you
go. Okay.
And it will be 3rd down after that play.
Nice. Way to pull up.
Just great stop there by the Animals defense. And that's the trust that the offense gave in them. They were going to go for it on 4th down, and they were like,
that's
okay, we know our guys will stop it.
Yeah, do your thing. That's respect. I love it.
3rd and 30. Thomas in trouble again.
Goodness.
Thomas throws it incomplete.
4th and 30, bro. And at this point, it's like you kind of have to go for it. But this is nasty.
Yeah, that's a rough turn of events for the Crush. Get a big stop on 3rd down. Get a big stop on 4th down that last drive. Halt the momentum of the Animals, and they will throw it off here. Clock will stop, and Keno Thomas is frustrated with his offensive line.
I mean, I would be too. If you have You have a guy like Keno Thomas who's dynamic enough to be a dual threat, but you put him at wide receiver, put a big guy at quarterback, have the animals licking their chops, pinning their ears back to go get him. Then you put Keno Thomas back there, and the animals are already like, oh, well, I don't care. We're still going to go get him. They don't even give Keno Thomas a chance to really go crazy. Like, he doesn't have a chance right now. But the offensive line needs to step up, or else they can pack it up. If they can't get good enough blocks, it's going to be a long day for the QC Crush.
And it's a timeout called by the Crush. They will cede, and they will throw it off here on 4th down. Not ideal. Oh. A7FL Games of the Week are live on A7FL.tv, brought to you by Locker Room Chat. Drop a comment, get a shout out. Download the Locker Room Chat today or join us on A7FL.com/chat. Scan the QR code now and be a part of the live commentary experience. If you're good, me and Rob will mention you and shout you out on air. Let's head on over to the Locker Room Chat. Shout out to Real Darius Chat, Dem in there, and also Skeeter8969, and a big opportunity to talk with us live on A7FL.com/chat. 14-0 your score, and it will be a 3-on-1 throw-off for the Silk City Animals. They will get the ball as they will see the Crush throw it out of play. And thank you if you're watching us on Fight 24/7, Triller TV Plus, DAZN, Fight, Fox Sports, Fox Soul, or anywhere around the world on A7FL.com/watch. If you want to join us live or on demand, you can head on over there. Thank you to all of our awesome broadcast partners, and thank you for spending your Sunday with us. 14-0, the Animals will have the ball, getting the ball to get through the second quarter here. 7:45 left to go, 14-0 your score. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. And Rob, the Animals deep in their own territory after the Crush threw the ball away in our version of the punt on the 3-on-1. And that's a handoff. That's Kwani Morgan finding the seam. And that is low.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Okay, and that was number 44, pardon me, on that run back.
I didn't see an attempt to wrap whatsoever.
Let's look again on the replay. He went low.
Yeah, let's take a look. That young man got some speed to him. Let's see, did he? No attempt to hell no.
That is.
We got Tex in this game. Tech, get him out of here. What is that?
That was low.
That's disgusting.
That's not what you want.
Is this how they play in Indy? Come on, man.
Not sure of that, but it will be a first down after the penalty.
Oh, that is
disgusting. In the A7FL, you wrap tackle. You do not go low. You do not try to take someone's knees out, especially with no pads, no helmets. And it'll be another opportunity for Tender and the Animals. This one's a rocket thrown downfield out of reach of the receiver. We'll see this play again.
This is disgusting. This is disgusting. And that's a defensive lineman. Are you kidding me? No way, bro.
Yeah, that is.
Linebacker / defensive lineman. You should never, ever do that. And not in this league. No way.
It's one of the in other leagues that would just be no one would care, move on. In the A7FL, no, that's a penalty.
We don't do that here. You gotta attempt to wrap, man. If you can't wrap, you're in the wrong league. Going after somebody's knees like that's terrible.
And it will be with 6:45 left to go. The snap, Tender. He'll just run it. Tender will get to the 40. David Tender making that man miss. Gets past the 50. First down, Silk City.
And just an update from Vegas. The score is now 52-0. Insomniacs. It is.
And if you close the doors, the night should last forever.
Oh my God.
And David Tender leaving the wine glass out, drinking a toast to a first down.
The speed is deceptive
there for the Animals. Yeah,
the speed is because he's a big guy.
David like Tender's me, Rob. Deceptive speed. Deceptive speed.
We know who to ask about that. 2023, a year to remember. Shouts to those guys in Vegas, man.
And you'll be able to see Vegas football at 7 p.m. just about 2 hours and change from now when the Hunters take on Sickwit in our nightcap here on the A7FL Games of the Week on a7fl.com/watch. The handoff on first down. Lonnie Morgan! Goodness gracious! Got me talking like Susan Waldman when Roger Clemens pulled up. 4 for 9, tender, 116, and a tutty. Rob.
I'm not. I see a lot of guys criticizing me. Listen, yeah, he tackled him and it got him in his upper thigh. If it's any lower than that, you can control that at full speed? Because I know a lot of the people in the chat can't. You can't control a hit like that at full speed. If it's any lower than that, it's an ACL. That guy is not walking tomorrow.
And here's a good example of how to actually wrap tackle in this league. In regular football as opposed to... Oh, and that's a rocket screen!
Excuse me.
Emphasis on rocket! Goodness. That may not get the first down, but that got a lot of yards. What a play there. Big, speedy play. Again, this team showing out.
All the play calls I'm seeing from the Animals are, I like it. I like what I'm seeing from the Animals. I don't see any desperate play calls. I don't see any bad play calls. He's just using what he got. Like, he knows his team.
They have 2 receivers out wide, 1 man in the backfield, tender under center. Make it 3 now, and a flag on the play. Play will stop. And it looks like an illegal motion, an illegal procedure from the Animals. And it will be first down, but they'll go back a few yards. 4:02 left to go at halftime. We'll go around the league. We'll give you some updated scores, and we'll send you some highlights of this game. 14-0 in Indianapolis as the Silk City Animals lead the QC Crush in the special Games of the Week Roadshow as we bring the A7FL Games of the Week to Indianapolis. We'll be back in Indianapolis next week. For more information on where you can watch the A7FL Games of the Week, go to a7fl.com/watch, or if you're watching us right now on Fight 24/7 or on DAZN internationally, Triller TV Plus, or on Fox Soul, a7fl.tv. or anywhere else in the world. We're so glad you're joining us here on a dreary but action-packed Sunday afternoon. The Animals on second down. Tender immediately faces a little bit of pressure, rolls out, makes 1 man miss, makes 2 men miss, does a swim move, gets a man to drop dead legs, starts running downfield, and tried to find a lateral and is brought down at the 29.
Oh, Matt, don't say all the good things David Tender is doing. You're going to think you're Jersey bias.
I don't even live in New Jersey.
Oh my goodness. When your team sucks and you have nothing else to say, you think we're Jersey biased, man. You gotta do better, man. This is a great run by David Tender. I mean, I'm pretty sure someone was open. I don't know why he did all of this, but hey, and then his offensive line, you guys are double teaming one guy. Go help David out. Yeah, that's rough.
He was joking or something. Yeah.
And right now for the Silk City Animals, they have found a little bit of a rhythm. They'll snap here on third down. Tender with time, throws to the end zone, can't get there, no flag, it'll be 4th down.
That's his first bad throw, in my opinion. The birdie was wide open in the flat. Like, he definitely should have thrown it there. 100% should have thrown it.
He was trying to get on the highlight reel. He was trying to break the internet again.
Yeah, but again, it's not a good. It's true blue, not a good throw. You gotta have a better read than that.
If Corey was here, he'd be mad. He would be mad at that. And after this play, we'll take a break at the 2-minute warning. So we'll see here on 4th and 5 what Tender and the Animals have cooked up. The snap. Tender will keep it. He will get the first down and more. Tender to the 20, to the 15, will propel himself to around the 12, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. with 2 minutes left to go in the first half. The Animals with the lead, and they look to add to it. We'll be back with more action and more of that marketable quarterback with the A7FL Games of the Week after this. We're back live on the A7FL Games of the Week, and if you are looking to improve how you make your videos monetizable, get the next level of video, you know, the future of AI video with Scene, S-triple-E-N. If you want to see how it's done in real time, head to A7FL.tv. That's A7FL.tv. The snap. Tender. After the 2-minute warning, tosses it to the big man. Gets to the 1.
Oh, come on, big man. Stay on your feet.
Big play, and it'll be first and goal. Papa Smurf on the catch. And it will be first and goal for the Animals as the clock continues to run. Clock will only stop if the pass is incomplete or they run out of bounds or if somebody calls a timeout under 2 minutes. But Tender here, little slippage, but gets the ball to Papa Smurf, and he just says, I'm going to just move as fast as I can. Switch in at quarterback. They will hand it to the speedster, and he will get to the goal line. Will they give it to him? Touchdown, Animals. Rush in there, and it is 20-0, Rob.
This is okay.
Okay.
All right, yeah. No.
Okay.
I want the people that are judging to say something. Like, what was that? What in the world was that?
Let's take a look at the replay here. Tender on the offensive line, and then just sliding his way off that QB keeper.
That's a good push. Solid push from the crush, but it's not enough. Honest, it's not enough.
It's 20-0 as of now. We'll see if every score in the A7FL is reviewed. And
it didn't look like he crossed all the way either. But again, we have an awkward angle, so when we looking up again, we see the crush player kind of hovering over him.
It's ruled a touchdown. It's going for 2 here. Flag on the play. Tender pops this one up. That one's caught, but not in the end zone.
The way the flag came up, I thought he threw it behind his back.
Yeah. Ref having style points. False start on the offense. Penalty is declined. Well, it's an illegal formation. False start or it's false start. So the Animals will miss the extra point. Their second straight missed championship points, Rob. And while right now it may not be an issue, trying to get those extra points as we get deeper into the season, those have a lot of value to them. That came up in the championship. 31-30 was the final score. Last 3 championships, the last 3 A7FL championships have all been decided within margins of extra points. Missed extra points have made up the margin of a lot of these of our championship games. And
honestly, the last 2.
And if you are an athlete, whether professional or you want that professional touch, head on over to our sponsors, Tape Me Up. Tape Me Up will get you taped up like a pro no matter what level you're at. Sports athletes of all ages and types, go to tapemeup.net. That's tapemeup.net. Or scan the QR code now and get taped up like a pro. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian here on the A7FL Games of the Week, live on A7FL TV.
This 3-on-1 coverage team has been doing a phenomenal job today.
It has been An interesting day at the office for the Animals, a team that had a lot of expectations riding into 2025, and now on a dead ball down.
Hus.
Impressive hustleration! He finds the acceleration! Rob, you might have to eat your words! Throws up the deuces on an untimed down! Slip slide! The crusher on the board!
Yikes.
Breakdown! Go ahead and give it to him. Breakdown is what the Animals did, and it is 20-6. The Crush get on the board with an all-important score, but Rob, the Animals get the ball back and 3 timeouts. So it's a great swing. It's a great way to get on the board, but now this is where the Crush defense has to stand back up.
They do have to look at this run. Hus, excuse me.
Pardon me, excuse me. Oh, no, he sold too early.
Pick him up. Oh.
Like stock in my handsomeness, you sold it too early. I haven't peaked yet, baby, and neither did this man. Slip slide.
Guys,
this man runs it all the way into the house.
Love that celebration.
That is Jeff Botts. Jeff Botts, not a bot. He real, and so are the points he put on the board.
Look at the feet. Hus.
Ooh.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Ugh. And he just outspeeds him. There's nothing they can do once he hit that corner. There's nothing he can do after that corner. Yeah, they need to go to him a little bit more. Maybe he should play quarterback. Because at this point, I mean, they have ball players.
Delay a game, Crush, first return touch. That is the first return touchdown of 2025. So
nice.
Jeff Botts is the first man to set one on the board on an untimed down in 2025.
Nice.
Congrats to him.
That's a good look. Now they got to capitalize. I mean, that penalty didn't help. Come on now.
He gets. Oh no, he's down. He's down.
They're not giving Keno Thomas a chance. That line is terrible. They're not. Keno's not even getting a chance. Like, look at it. Look.
Yeah.
You're making excuses, bro. You got to move your feet. He needs it. He needs it. He deserves a shot.
I agree. And
man, that's not even fair. Look at this.
Much like me, whenever I see Cherry Jubilee, just a collapse right there. And it will be the Animals getting the ball back with just about a minute left to go. Minute 09 left in the half. 20-6 your score. The Crush not able to get the championship points. But right now, they get the ball at the half, but they have to stop the Silk City Animals, not only with the minute 9 they have left on the clock in the half, but on the same untimed down that Jeff Botts took it to the house on to make it 20-6. No time was taken off the clock, Rob. So right now, Keno Thomas has to throw this ball deep and make sure it gets a lucky enough bounce. And if you want custom uniforms for you or anyone you know and love, head on over to tpg-sports.com. That's tpg-sports.com.
And I'm hearing they cut the best lineman in the Midwest off this QC Crush team. No wonder they're terrible right now. That's disgusting.
And
Keno a chance.
And that will be a live ball that is caught. So it is a live ball. He will go for it. Can't get past. Oh, nope. Is he still? No, he wasn't in.
No.
He was out at the 31.
That's definitely a good stop.
And it will be an opportunity now for the Silk City Animals to add another 6.
Bro, Keno looks exhausted. I'm feeling bad for Keno. You see the look in his face? I feel bad for him.
It has been a rough afternoon, but a lot more football left to go. Morgan and Diaz set alongside Tender, and that's another screen.
Ooh.
That's to
Ooh.
another first down. The clock will keep moving.
Okay.
They carried, that was Kwani Morgan, they carried that man and his thighs all the way to the sideline. They might have cramped him on that one. 52 seconds.
Carried him in his thighs is crazy.
45 seconds to go. The snap with time. Tender. Clock running down off the hands. And
Bad
it will
throw
be
by
third
Tender.
down.
That's a bad throw by Tender. But that's how offensive line is supposed to block. They gave him nothing but time. He just, I don't know. He pulled the Corey over there with the panic throw.
Could be the weather. I don't know if it was a panic throw. It was on target. It was just coming out fast.
Yeah, I mean, he could have put a little less sauce on it. Oof. Man, there it is. This is the connection I'm waiting to see. The Liberty Tender connection. I want to see that. I know what's up with Manny Diaz. I know what's going on with these. I want to see Liberty and Tender.
And now 35 seconds left to go. Empty backfield for Tender on 2nd and 10. The snap. Tender rolls out to his right, fakes, and gets the catch. That's to Mike Liberty. Liberty will drive the ball. Pitched it to Macho, and that will run out of bounds and stop the clock with 24 seconds.
Again, and I asked for it. Can they hear me? I don't get it. I'm asking for something.
We got you. Yeah.
They do exactly what I'm asking.
You're Rob Stradamus. You're Rob Stradamus, bro. You got me legitimately scared for a second. I was like, oh, no. But that's what the defense felt. Oh, no, on that throw to Mike Liberty. Caught it right in his honorary Santisteban for the day. Michael Santisteban.
Michael Santisteban.
Michael Santisteban.
All right, let's see what these guys got. I mean, the Crush are slowing them down, I guess. He has 24 seconds. Can they stop them? Who gets the ball at half?
The Crush get the ball at half.
Okay, all right. So it isn't completely a wash right now.
Tender throws it again to Liberty. Liberty gets thrown out of play. The clock will stop.
That's a lot of, I don't know, that's a lot of extra. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's already going out of bounds. Like,
the clock stops. Trying to see what.
I don't know. The slam is a bit much.
And we see here on the replay, Liberty just got underneath the shoulder. Wrapped got him. That was a good tackle.
It's a great wrap. It's a great wrap. I think the slam is extra, but it's a great wrap.
That felt like momentum more than anything to me. But yeah, I could see all sides of that.
Yeah, and I see why they didn't call it, because it's not like slammed him on his neck.
Yeah.
It's definitely a great wrap, though.
With 12 seconds left to go.
You think he can make magic? Or the Crush are going to stop something?
Well, they've got their secondary high. They have one guy there, and you can see at the top of your screen on the right side, they had that safety. Tender brought down!
I guess the Crush was going to stop something.
And they burned their last time out to the Animals, another Crush sack, but with 6 seconds left.
I guess the Crush was going to stop something.
Because 21-0 usually means you give up the sticks, but 20-6 means there's a lot of football left to be played.
That's a fact.
If you're playing by the old Madden axiom when we were kids.
I told you that story, right? When we played football in Virginia, and we were losing 21-0, and we did something. We did some positive play, and I'm like, yeah. Dude looked at me and Aunt Richardson. He goes, "It's 21-0. Y'all should have been off the sticks." I lost, bro. I looked at Aunt, man. I was so sad.
But that resolve is here for the Crush as they get the ball at halftime, after halftime, and are looking to make this. Still 20-6, trying to ride a wave here. No timeouts left for the Animals. It's 3rd down. Tender with an empty backfield. Could be the last play of the half. Tender skates. Throws this one to the end zone. Intercepted! Hey. Intercepted at the 6. And the Crush will walk into the half, not with the lead, but with the momentum and the ball after the interception by number 10. And Rob, it's been an interesting half to say the least. It may not show it on the scoreboard, but it has been a contentious one here in our first half.
Russia have sparks, man. I just need them to light it up. They have some sparks. They have to figure out what to do with that offensive line. You might have to start putting some more athletic guys there to help out.
And we will spark things up with our halftime report after this break. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, get things settled, get some beverages, get some snacks, get the locker room chat. We're talking the half after this. It's the games of the week. Welcome back to the A7FL Games of the Week. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian, and here are the stats as we enter halftime. 165 passing yards, 101 rushing yards, and a 64 return yards for the Animals, but 2 turnovers and 110 return yards from the Crush make this a 20-6 game, Rob.
And it's like it tells a story where the 110 yards is where they got their only score, and you see the passing and rushing yards is where the Animals are dominating. With the 2 turnovers, it looked like it didn't affect them at all. Usually when you have 2 turnovers, it never really goes that well. So, I mean, the Animals are playing a solid game. Is it perfect? No. Can they do better? Of course. But the QC Crush have to figure it out. They need to make some changes on that offensive line in order to keep Keno Thomas upright so he can do something as the playmaker we know him to be.
I completely agree. And as we get deeper into this half, what adjustments as a lineman would you have to do in a situation where your guy's getting bull rushed the entire game? What are the things that you can do for yourself or for the lineman next to you in situations like that where the momentum's starting to break your way, but that dam has to hold for an extra 3 to 5 seconds?
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. If I was getting my behind whooped that bad, I'm getting benched, if I'm being honest. But how it was, if I would get beat occasionally, I have friends on the sideline tell me I'm trash, and then I kick up. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
My motivation's different. But for these guys, they have to make some changes. There has to be some other guys that are willing to step up. Even if the offensive line isn't the position they play, they might have to match speed for speed or, go with the smaller offensive line, because right now it's not working for them. They need guys that can move in a way that can give Keno Thomas some holes to cut through and make something happen.
And as we get deeper into this game and this day, we want to remind you can join us live at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on A7FL.TV and on DAZN for our final game of the afternoon as the Vegas Hunters take on Sick With It at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. I'll be joined by Dub Alvarez on the call of that one live from Pinecrest Canyon in Las Vegas. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. We are at halftime, and we will take a brief time out, and when we return, we'll have highlights. It's the A7FL Games of the Week on A7FL TV. We're back live. It's halftime in the A7FL Games of the Week. It's the Animals taking on the Crush. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. It's time for highlights, and we start this one with a 3-on-1 throw-off, the most exciting play in football, especially when the Silk City Animals have it. Look at this return here from Quani Morgan, the ghost, as this team set up some solid momentum. And first play from scrimmage, you see David Tender, Offensive Player of the Year, just whips one from the 25 all the way to the 30. Manny Diaz with the catch, and that would set things up for the Animals. This combination, when they get open and when they get time, it is insane how much distance they can cover, Rob.
Yeah, they came out swinging. David Tender, it's like last season didn't even end. It was just like, hey, let's just go. Come on, just threw it. His man was there, one-on-one coverage, over top, got him. Still don't think he got touched. Then they come right back to it. Another one, nice pocket, calm pocket, another great throw, touchdown.
Right into
which I think Manny's hands. But I think that was miscommunication on the crush more than it was like some phenomenal thing that happened. Great throw, great catch, but someone missed an assignment, clearly.
You can see that, just that little sidearm, just like right by his ear, perfect placement, perfect throw, right into the shoulder.
For real. That's a great throw.
And then we see the extra point. The only extra point scored so far today by either side is Tender would line this one up and make this 8-0. And Tender on that replay, you can just see here, confident, poised. He sees the defenders. He runs up into the pocket and just whips this ball right to his receiver, bang, and makes it 8-0.
And those receivers are giving those corners fits.
And here was the first 3-on-1 throw off of the day for the Heist. And that was a big
look at this tackle.
Bang! That young man has been one of the newer member of the Animals, and he has shown up on 3-on-1 defense except for one return. We'll go about that a little bit later on. But starting the day, this Crush offensive line were becoming the verb version of their name as they were crushed under the weight of this Animals defense. But tosses here and setting up Keno Thomas a few times kept up and gave them some momentum, but they were able to go 3 and out on that one. And then this offense from the Animals, the running game, looked like there was a fumble. That first turnover of the afternoon on second down completely changed the momentum of everything. And here we see again on that replay, just that ball right there. Wow.
It really did look like a turnover. It looked like a turnover. I'm surprised that it wasn't a turnover. It might change it might change momentum in the game, but, I guess ball never lies. And when he gets it, is it this play? He gets it here to his tight end, and what do you know? You think he got a big run. You think everything's going great, and then it's like, wait a second, nope. I need that back.
Beautiful. Just number one on both of those plays. Number one for the Crush stepping up, and that was
his ball back.
That was Lil Thomas, Keno's brother.
This is probably the most positive play they had with that young man at quarterback. Pretty good play. Didn't think they can go back to it multiple times because, again, it's very readable. If that's the only thing going for you guys, it's a delay off the tight end, and he grabs it and just makes a phenomenal play after the catch. And there goes the big fella getting some good blocks off downfield. That's impressive as well, but I'd rather see it at the line. It's the last time I seen him do anything positive.
And that was a big throw to number 5. And
then this throw here.
This 3-on-1 return to where it's just speed, and we thought this was one of the more impressive returns of the day.
Yeah,
boy, and that's Quani Morgan. But we see here David Tender tossing that one off. And the Animals offense, a little weight training, and then Tender would just turn on the afterburners and then walk on into the end zone. DT3 rocking number 6 today in season 2, looking to be twice as effective as he was in 2024, as they made it 14-0. And the Animals,
that's a great start.
Yeah, the Animals had the momentum early on in this game. This first quarter, it was completely Just they found every single way to exploit the Crush's weaknesses on offense and defense. But the deeper this game got, the more we saw that fight from the QC Crush. But here's that tender touchdown again. Just finding that seam and just driving right down.
He just can't be denied, man. He just can't be denied. Just walks right in.
On his way to St. Elmo's Steakhouse to get him a porterhouse, as it is 14-0. But here is one of those big returns from the Crush so far today, getting some good possession, but
again,
that's
another good
tackle.
But now I understand why he was so frustrated. He knew he can get it. Oof.
And when we return, it will be the start of the second half. No more living in the past. No more looking at highlights. The future is next on the A7FL Games of the Week. It's the A7FL Games of the Week. You see the Silk City Animals taking on the QC Crush. Whether you're live or on demand, it's the end of halftime, and it's time for the start of our second half live from Indianapolis as we take the A7FL on the road to kick off 2025. You see some of the highlights from half. That's how we got to 20-0 in this game, but we had one more score. Let's take a look at that run again, Rob. And, folks, this has been an exciting game. It is the A7FL Games of the Week. The Silk City Animals taking on the QC Crush. I'm Matt Ryan, and alongside Big Rob Fabian. And Big Rob, this is a moment where the Crush suddenly got an injection. They were feeling no pain. They were on Novocaine as they ran into the end zone to make it 20-6.
That's the whole thing. We have to now make adjustments. The game is always about adjustments. The offensive line isn't doing what you need them to do. Take Big Boy, put him in the middle so he can move something. Then you get two more athletic guys on the left and the right, and you can make something happen. But they have to be willing to make those types of sacrifices in order to get ahead in this game right now.
At the end of the first half, it was 20-6 now with a new slate of 15 minutes, 30 minutes of football left to go. As the weather starts to weather in the Midwest, in Indianapolis, what do you think right now, Rob, the first thing that the Crush have to do, aside from try to score on the 3-on-1 throw-off, what's the one thing that they're going to have to do to really set the tone here in this second half and fight back?
Revamp the entire offensive line and have Keno don't even give Keno an opportunity to throw. As soon as he's set, take off. Give him an opportunity to show his speed, show his athleticism, and get the animals on their back foot and get them tired. Then you could start implementing some other stuff. And if you don't want to do that, then put a running back there with him to help with the protection. That way, the pressure's off of him a little bit. Because at this point, the animals are just pinning their ears back, no regard for human life, and just going straight at him.
And it will be a 3-on-1 return for the Crush. They've got to pin their ears back, as Rob said, and get after it. Bots will be returning it.
And lightning strike twice?
He gets through, but cannot get past the two defenders that were trying to lock him down. And Bots gets good field position for
like
Keno
Bots,
and company.
though. Yeah, I like Bots. I'm not going to lie. I like Bots. I do. That's tough. I do think he should be on the offense a little bit more. But, again, they got to figure it out.
20-6 is your score. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. Keno Thomas leading behind center for the QC Crush. But this Silk City Animals defense has been doing an intrepid job, and we'll have more scores from around the A7FL. So far today, the Hawks and the BIC have walked out as winners. The defending back-to-back champion Insomniacs are cruising to a 1-0 start as well out in Las Vegas, and we'll jump out west a little bit later on tonight. 1st and 10, and a flag on the play.
Bro.
Thomas plows through. And a final from Baltimore. The Watchmen are 1-0. They defeat the Heathens 32-12.
Hey now.
In Baltimore. Down at Reed Bird, 1-0 for the Watchmen. So two of the top teams from 2024, Baltimore and the BIC, start off 1-0. And Thomas here on the snap. It was an offsides call on the Animals, which is why this guy got to jump the line and give Keno Thomas a very strong appreciative hug.
Yeah, that's not good, though. I mean, you don't, even if it's an offsides call, you never want somebody hitting your quarterback like that. Like, it messes up. We talked about it a little earlier. It messes up their clock. Like, bro, I would shudder when I would allow a sack, and I know my quarterback is now questioning, is Big Rob going to make this block or not? You get what I'm saying? Like, he shouldn't have to think like that. So, yeah, I see it. They got to figure it out, though.
It'll be 1st and 5 for Thomas and the Crush. The snap, the throw, caught,
nice.
1st down, and that will be a huge swing, continuing the positive momentum for Thomas and the Crush.
Nice.
It'll be 1st down with 13:54 and counting.
So they have 4 on the line for the extra protection, which they've been trying to do. It's just, I guess these guys got a proper push this time, or Keno's starting to understand, like, hey, I don't have the time I'm used to, so let's drop back and let it fly. They still got there a little bit, and that's just a good catch right there. That's a good catch. That's a really good catch. Good throw, good catch, forward progress. But a lot of animals over there, too. Oh, goodness gracious.
And it will be 1st and 10. Thomas will keep it. They did not camouflage that play at all.
It was not. There's nothing to camouflage. They put.
Unsure. That was an interesting play call. It'll be 2nd down. Thomas will go back at quarterback and try to reshuffle after that one.
I know that might be their guy.
And, folks, we want to welcome all our viewers joining today and watching all season long on the Fight by Triller 24/7 Fast Channel. Be sure to we're catching up on the action, folks. If you missed out on the first half, you're live right there on Triller 24/7, presented by Fight. Keno Thomas trying to fight for yards and cannot get there. So far, the Animals, off the back of David Tender and Manny Diaz, have scored 3 touchdowns, only converted 1 extra point, and the QC Crush scoring the first return touchdown of the season on an untimed down to make it 20-6. The Crush getting into the end zone by Jeff Botts to close out our first half. Now Thomas and the Crush in the green uniforms looking to make their way downfield in their alternative rugby-style kits to try to make this one 20-12. Try to add more on the board here. Thomas on 3rd down, Rob. He's got the whole world looking at him. Big line. He's got Amatrice Hall in the slot. The throw by Thomas. Pop fly. One-hander. Can't get her.
Bro, Keno Thomas is not getting a break, bro. Even the last play, Keno got yanked out the backfield, but he made a dart throw that I thought his receiver was gonna. If his receiver catches that, that's touchdown. He throws him straight. Like, that's rough.
And it was an illegal formation penalty, so we will dance back here.
You don't want that. Like, they're barely able to get any forward progress. Penalties like this are gonna kill any momentum that Keno's trying to give him, and he's getting hit. I don't know if you guys have ever played quarterback, but there's nothing fun about it, getting hit. Okay, that was safe. He gotta catch that, bro.
That is not what you want.
He heard footsteps, man. He heard footsteps.
Everybody was talking at him. He couldn't hear a word they were saying. It will be third down.
Here's their chance to redeem themselves.
Watch for Hall in the slot. 2 wide receivers. Hall will set out for a screen, but Keno Thomas will screen down the sideline. Thomas will get to the 41 and run out of play and keep the drive alive for the crush.
And the thing is, they do have a spy over Keno, but the guy's just so fast that there's no way to actually stop him before he gets that momentum. But you'll catch him. If he doesn't make any moves, you'll catch him before he scores 6. But, bro, that's a lot to deal with. He just ran 10 yards like it was nothing. It was nothing to him. He's that fast, but you got to give him an opportunity to do that. Maybe he has to do that a little bit more to keep these guys honest, because some of these guys are just dropping back, waiting for him to throw it. If he runs it a little bit more, he might have these guys worried a little bit. He has to. The line just has to give him time.
The 90s, right now, the Insomniacs acting like the 97 Bulls in terms of how much they've got on the gold. But that's a big play for Keno Thomas. Another first down. They get the first down on 4th, standing up to this Animals defense. Keno Thomas answering the call here in the 3rd.
And this is why I feel, and maybe any quarterbacks out here could tell me if I'm right or wrong, but this is why I feel like you should start your quarterback at the beginning of the game. Look at Keno now understanding the timing he needs to get these passes off with this rush in his face. You don't get that if you're coming in second quarter. Then you won't get it until you got to wait a whole quarter to figure it out and adjust in the third. That's rough. They put Keno on the back foot, so now he has to adjust, and he seems like he's doing a good job so far. It's been positive.
Mr. Big Game in the chat on Locker Room Chat. You can download that at a7fl.com/chat. That's a7fl.com/chat. He was making a remark about the Crush's offensive line footwork, Rob. When you look at someone's footwork as an offensive lineman, what are the things you have to look for to know as a defender, okay, I can get him where I need to be really fast? Or if you're looking at that as a defender, like, I don't want to deal with that right now, is how much of footwork plays into that?
Man, footwork plays. It's everything. It's if I'm lining up, if I'm at the left end and I'm flat-footed and I'm standing square, bro, they're going to dart past me. Like it's not even
sportsmanlike conduct, I believe on the QC Crush.
That sucks. It looks like it's offset. Oh, it's on the Crush. Yikes! They can't. Fellas, come on, man.
That temper and that quick to react behavior has been something that we've seen from teams in the Cincinnati area over the last couple of seasons. I think it's just they feel like they're not getting the calls. They feel like they're not getting the right calls, and it could be just frustration with the officials. But I understand when you
football. We're not boxing. This is not UFC. Like, let's play football still. We know how this is. So my thing is, well, we talk about locker room first.
Yeah, if you want to drop a comment, get a shout out, let us know what you're thinking in the Locker Room Chat. Download it today at a7fl.com/chat. That's a7fl.com/chat. And if you're in there, let us know where you're watching, how you're watching. Be a part of the community. Let us know how you're watching us right here on the A7FL Games of the Week. If you're just joining us, Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. 20-6 is your score. Just about a third of the way through of the third quarter. And Keno Thomas and the Crush looking to make this game a little closer.
So the thing is, what I was saying, you got to ask every team. If you ask the U, they're treated unfairly by the refs. If you ask BIC, they're treated unfairly. If you ask Insomniacs, they're treated. Every team is saying they get treated unfairly by the refs. So who's getting treated? Who's getting the preferential treatment? I don't think it's anyone. I don't see anyone getting fair treatment from the refs, quote unquote.
Well, let's see here on this big play here. The handoff.
I don't like the play call.
Just another rough first and oof.
Yeah, I don't like the play call.
Not what you want, as it will be second down. The ball on the 41-yard line. They're on the wrong side of the 50 right now, Rob, as they have a long way to go to try and get that first down.
And that's where my frustration. I know some fans might hear frustration in my voice. It's the constant criticism of our refs, when in actuality, teams just have to do better. You can't start this big fella at quarterback and then blame the refs for the team not doing well. I don't see how it correlates. I truly don't. Keno should have been the starting quarterback, period. He's playing wide receiver? Come on now, man.
The snap,
Thomas, there we go.
Rolls out and will get a little bit of yards and make it third down.
Complaining about that's how I know people weren't actually good at sports. You're not about to sit here and complain about refs. I'm not leaving the game in the refs' hands. If I left it in the refs' hands, guess who's going home and understanding that it's my fault? Me. Accountability is key here. And the accountability right here on these teams right here, it falls on the coaching. You have Keno Thomas, one of the best quarterbacks in Indianapolis, at wide receiver.
And Max South bringing this up. You can be a part of the conversation, a7fl.com/chat. Are they trying to do plays that are too complicated for the pressure that they're facing, basically trying to eliminate any sense of time or any time of syncope? We'll see here on third down, 3rd and 16 on 3:16.
There we go, Keno. There we go, Keno.
Trying to break the glass and get a first down, but will get close. It'll be 4th and short.
And that's what I'm talking about right there. Had they started Keno at quarterback first series, we're not talking about the same game at all. We're not.
This has been in terms of momentum, in terms of where this team feels, it does seem like it's better in Keno Thomas's hands, because they've been way more consistent, and it's not back-to-back 3-and-outs. They have been scrappy here, but most of it's been built on the fact that Keno's just running, and Keno's just finding yards.
Hey, let him do his thing. Look how they're setting up the line for better blocking. Oh, goodness.
Throw intercepted!
Hey, yikes.
Intercepted! And that one will be a long ride to the airport.
There it is.
Slip.
Can you catch him?
Slide.
Oh,
no, does not get into the... Oh, they tossed it back to the lateral. Touchdown, Animals.
That's crushing. Because they had a little momentum going, and then... That's tough. That's tough.
A little bit of a wave there.
Hey, Dan, that's for you,
oh, my. Here he
Shout
comes.
out to Mr. Big Game from North Carolina. As he said, two line edges got pancaked. He's a big fan of this Silk City defense. Looks like a guy who knows about linemen. Shout out to Mr. Big Game. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, head to a7fl.com/chat. And let's take a look at this play again, Rob. Thrown off the back foot, right to LaPena. Guy we saw last year, we called him Bob Backlund. We gave him a little bit of the Buddy Holly, but this guy's a gamer. This guy is tough, and he brought the fight here today. Shiesty and all helped pulling a bit of a heist here in Indianapolis, going for the extra point. Cannot bring it down. No extra championship points. And 26-6 remains your score. This third quarter will continue on the other side of this. The QC Crush were driving, but the Silk City Animals broke through the door, broke the glass, and when we return, we'll have more on 316. Stay right where you are. We're back with the A7FL Games of the Week. A7FL Games of the Week with Matt Ryan and Big Rob Fabian here on A7FL TV and also on Fight 24/7 on Triller TV Plus and also DAZN and Fox Soul. Matt and Rob here with you in our second game of the afternoon in Indianapolis. The Silk City Animals leading 26-6 after a pick six by LaPena of the Animals defense. And right now, Rob, the QC sideline looking for any reason to get a little bit of hype, a little bit excited here, try to get that energy back. As you can see, the weather starting to weather in Indianapolis. Keno Thomas, 3 for 7, 0 yards, 1 interception. But now the Crush scored utilizing that return team, but they get pushed all the way back behind the 30-yard line. And a rough road to go, as it will be the Animals on defense here. David Tender and Manny Diaz were a part of that return team. Yeah, just a bad time all around. And the pressure, they are able to get the ball out, move it ahead, but it'll be second and about 5 as they get it to around the 24, 25-yard line. Pardon me, around the 30-yard line from the 25. It's not really a lot you can call. .633 left to go. Second down for the Crush. The toss back, met by that defense, gets the first down and more. Brought down at the 38-yard line, and a solid run from the Crush as they make it first down. That is Bot. Yeah, that was Bot on that run. Second contact, third contact, fourth contact. A lot of football. A lot of football left to go in this game. And it is first and 10, 6:06 left to go. The toss back out to Bots. Flag, and that play's dead. False start on the offense. It could have been illegal formation. And they will move that back 5 yards. The football gods giveth, the football gods taketh away, Rob. Not what you want on that call.
I don't like that one.
First down. Up, and a little bit of technical difficulties there, but we're riding with you here. 6:06 left to go.
Okay, they're going down to 3 on the line, which I don't like, but they have Bot right there in the slot, which they might be, but Liberty's right over Bot because he knows Bot's the hot hand right now. Okay,
Thomas gets on his
Keno.
Keno Thomas trying to get the first down. He gets to the 47.
Yeah. Okay. Speak life into these young men. Okay. They're not sleeping yet. Oh, my goodness. What
a lot of effort left to go. Thomas probably feeling a little bit of worse for wear after that one.
Yeah, he took a lot of contact on that one. But, again, sometimes that's what your team needs to see to wake up a little bit.
And it will be 1st and 10. 4:53 left to go.
The birdie's covering bot. That's a matchup I like.
That is going to be a fun matchup. That's at the bottom of your screen. Thomas.
Hey. Okay, they got him.
They get to around. Yeah, they get the first down, and that's all that matters right there.
Yeah.
You're down 3 scores. You just need to recover, continue to build. You got just about 20 minutes of football left, maybe a little less, and you have all your timeouts. You have the 2-minute warning, untimed downs to get back. There's a lot of chances here, but Rob, take us through this replay.
Yeah, he made the right call here. I mean, he did run into contact, but if the first down was the goal, he did the right thing. I think it's a good play call regardless. It'd have been too risky to throw it to Bot. I think that could have went. It was too many people in the way. He could have lost the ball. Could have been a turnover. There we go, Keno.
Thomas throws it down, and it will be 2nd down after that.
I do see that the animals are adjusting the deal with Bot. Because having Liberty over Bot like that, they trying to match athleticisms to kind of ice Bot out. But Bot has to do something a little amazing here to help Keno out. Offensive line is holding up a little better than before, but still need
They heard your notes. They got your feedback. 2nd down, 3:30 left to go.
Big man on the edge is crazy to me, man. Let me see that footwork, man. I'm watching big man's footwork right now.
3 wide receivers set, immediate pressure. Thomas gets away from one defender, but one man meets him right there, and he is swung ahead. Positive yardage. They won't count that as a sack, but that's got to hurt, as it will be 3rd down for the Crush.
I don't really like it. They should move big man to the middle. It's like once that big fella right there, number 4, gets a hand on you, you're in trouble. See, he got it. Like, he got a hand. I didn't see it. Refs ain't see it. I didn't see it. But if he's in the middle, it's less likely that he'll get any of those. You know what I'm saying?
But it was impressive for 74 to crack through the offensive line like that and just find a way to get into a seam.
And that's Santisteban. I think if Santisteban has to deal with the big fella, he might not get in that easily and have a quicker guy on the edge to help Keno out.
It'll be 3rd down.
Wow, they're putting him on edges, opposite edge. All right, see, look.
Thomas.
Oh, nice.
Hit as
nice.
He throws.
No, flag.
And they call that a PI. Is that a PI?
Hey, bro. Nah, that's a PI. That's a PI. Nah, ain't no way. Nah.
You leading the buzz by a significant margin in Maryland. Looks like the champions will go 1-0 as well against the Gold. Only one more game to be left to play in the A7FL today, as it will be the Hunters taking on Sickwit at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on A7FL.TV. And it'll be 4th down for Keno Thomas and the Crush. Not what you would want there, Rob. What could have been considered a pass interference. Some might call it a pass interference. It looked like he tripped over. It didn't look like there was contact, but
I don't know. They didn't give me a replay to see it, but I mean, if I'm a ref out there, I'm throwing a flag.
Benefit of being up here on with the 50 shot, but yeah, no, that was a little tricky.
I'm calling a flag on that. Okay, Keno.
The throw. I don't know what
that was.
Now. There's a flag.
Come on now.
There's a flag. It looks like and he's asking for it. It's right there in front of you, pal.
So we're not playing soccer, Liberty. What is up with you?
He thought he was wrestling. He was trying to leg wrestle.
Oh, come on, man.
But that will give the Crush a bit of life as we head into the latter the last minute and 6 seconds of our 3rd quarter. 15 minutes remain after this quarter is done, and then at the top of the next hour, an hour and 2 minutes from now, it'll be the Hunters taking on Sickwit. Savion Cunningham, if you like that return from Bots earlier, wait until you get eyes on Savion Cunningham as he takes on Sickwit alongside the Hunters at 7 for Pacific right here on A7FL TV. For more information on how to watch, go to a7fl.com/watch. And now on the first down, fresh set of downs, watch Keno Thomas as he tries to slip out, throws it, and it eats the grass. Second down.
They screaming bias, and number 4 is holding every play, and the refs are not calling it. He just yanked that young man by his neck and eyes. That's so. I mean, let the boys play. That's how I see it. But you know, we can't scream fair game on one side and ask for all these calls. And there's calls I'm looking at right now that aren't being called.
And the clock continuing to run here, 26-6. No score in it. Well, yeah, no score so far. No, one Animals touchdown so far in this third quarter. But aside from that, it has been completely barren on the scoreboard. We walked out of that first half 20-6. And now the snap.
Okay, good blocking,
Thomas
good blocking.
in trouble. Throws this one. Oh, he can't hold on to it. It'll be fourth down. And that will take us to the fourth quarter. 45 minutes gone by in the opening week of the A7FL, and we'll be back with our final 15 after this. It's the A7FL Games of the Week, live on A7FL TV. Fourth and final frame of our A7FL Games of the Week midday game. It is the Animals leading the Crush 26-6. We've got 15 minutes left to go in this one. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian as Keno Thomas and the Crush will have the ball on third down as we start our fourth quarter. Thomas throws this one. Caught!
Oh, wow.
One-handed Amatrice Hall pulling it in, getting a web gem there. First down. Oh, no, not first down. Fourth down, no. It'll be fourth and about 5 for the Crush.
But we're starting to see some resilience here in this team. The QC Crush, if coached properly and guys are where they're supposed to be, it's starting to look better. They've slowed down the Animals this entire half. If they were able to produce on offense, here he goes.
On fourth down, Keno Thomas walks in the room, and he gets the first down, gets past the 10. And there was a flag on the play, but that one will be put away, and it will be first down for the Crush.
Now, imagine if this was first quarter, Matt.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like the animals offense started very hot. So
because the animals come out swinging. The animals don't wait for you to get hot. The animals been like that for generations. Ever since, even when they were bad, they would not wait for you. They're coming out swinging. If you don't play, then it's on you.
Anticipating it, and they toss it back. Ball almost comes loose. He's looking for someone to throw it to. Hold on to it, bro.
No, ball down,
Did he just try to do the curly shuffle with the ball? It looked like he was about to do a spinneroonie and go, nya, holding the football.
Definitely looked like he did that. But they gotta eat their Wheaties. They couldn't take Bot down at all.
That moved them. We'll see where that moved the ball. It moved them back from inside the 10 to beyond the 15. Ball marked now at the 17-yard line after a risky move on second and now 17.
Liberty is on Bot like white on rice. He's not really giving Bot a chance to do much. So as soon as Bot got the ball, Liberty was like already in his face, and that at that point it's like you want to ask Keno to keep the ball, but he's already done that a couple of times and he's paid for it. So somebody else has to step up in order to help this guy win this game.
And here we go on a second down try. Thomas. As you see a Circle K in the background, Keno Thomas looking to circle a tutty.
Big fella in the middle. Look at the blocking.
The throw to the end zone off the back of the defender. Could not get it high enough to get to the receiver, and it will be third down. There's a flag on the field. Unsure on what the call is.
I'm seeing defensive pass interference, honestly. Unless there's a unsportsmanlike, or a roughing the passer. I didn't see that.
Unsure what the call is, but we'll get that in just a moment.
But they put big man in the middle, and the line looks way better.
The QC Crush, instantly. Here's a stat from Cole Gardella. The QC Crush offense have held on to the ball for the entirety of the second half, except for the pick six from LaPena. The Animals offense has not touched the field in this second half while the clock is running. All their time, the offense has only touched the ball on a championship point. Delay a game on the offense again.
Wow.
Taking their time, making their way downtown, but too slow, and they will lose 5 yards already.
Yeah, that 30 seconds is crushing. I remember when they used to do that to us. Like that 30, as soon as he puts that down, it starts a 30-second timer. Like, oh my goodness, they lost so many yards.
Big opportunity here for the Animals defense. They have to be tired. Both sides have to be cooked.
Right. And that's the key.
Third and 25. 12:08 left to go. The Crush have been putting themselves in and out of opportunities all game, Rob. They have not found the opportunity. They have not found a rhythm to where they have not stepped on a rake. This entire second half, neither team has scored outside of that pick six from the Animals.
Right.
In this second half.
It's been a very quiet second half of both teams. Cal Bone saying, yeah, like Cal, I know the type of defensive end you are, of course you would have loved to see him, because first thing you would have done is try to bull rush him like size for size, strength for strength, because that's a big guy right there. Number 4, Shiesty is a big guy. So I know a lot of guys would probably want to go up against him one-on-one, but, you know, the smart thing to do is he's too big to catch your speed rushers. It's just... It's nothing against him. He's just too big. So you put him in the middle, and exactly what they're doing right now. Get the athletic guys outside of him. Watch how much time Keno's going to have. Doesn't matter how athletic you are in the middle when this guy put hands on. Look at Santista.
In trouble. 3rd and 25. Keno Thomas.
Way better.
Whips around, and he gets thrown out. Around the 22. There could have been a flag on that one. And there was.
There's okay, good. Yeah. I'm calling a flag on that. Look at how he
little too spicy. Little too spicy from the defense. Yeah, and that will give the Crush a huge benefit. That'll give them some help.
Yeah, there we go. Because you put that big fella in that middle, you're not having him. You got to understand, as a fellow big man, bro, don't put me on the outside with some dude that run a 4-1. Get away from me, bro. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? What would be the point of that? How am I supposed to help you? If that, luckily for me, I had a decent kick step sometimes, but I can't. What am I supposed to do with a guy like that? If he's that small and that little. You know I had to block CP3 once? You know how much that sucked?
Oh, that must not have been fun.
That was the worst. And that's my guy. I hated having to block. It was terrible. It was too quick.
And the Crush go from 3rd and 25 to 1st and still alive as they get back near the initial line of scrimmage on the 11-yard line.
Look,
3 wide receiver set.
Look at this. They just actually have to block now, though. Making the switch is cool, but you actually still have to block.
And we'll see what the officials' call here is. Been a lot of conversation and consternation so far today.
And the Crush have an opportunity to punch it in here and go 12 to 26. I mean, David Tender and the boys are fresh, but so is the Crush's defense, who.
And right now, you have to make sure your fastest and strongest armed players are ready for that get back.
Right.
Because if the Crush can get that get back, then they just continue what they've been doing this whole game and just trying to walk down this Animals team and this Animals defense. First down, Thomas to the end zone, intercepted by Flipendo.
Oh!
Lateral loose ball.
No, whoa!
The Crush ends up with it on 2nd and 1 now. What the hell was that?
Head play by the Knuckleheads. That was dumb.
It went from ball game to we're back in less time to eat a sandwich or say hello. Now it's 1st and goal for the Crush.
Now Keno could just walk it in. If I'm Keno, I'm picking the side. I'm going left right
That
now.
left side's wide open. They hand
Look,
it off.
yeah.
He
got it. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Crush.
Touchdown. Keno.
They disguised the keeper, 26-12 now your score. And Rob, games within shouting distance. Both teams have found the ways to create opportunities for themselves and their opponents.
Look at the blocking for big man. Now you're giving this is an interception. All right, cool. Bad interception. Dumb lateral. Hey, bro. What? And who gets it? Bot gets it.
What would you rather have, Rob? You with the ball on the 5-yard line or your opponent on your 1-yard line? Because that's the thought process in that moment. And the Crush will go for 2 to try to make this a 12-point game. 26-12 your score now with 11:15 left.
Bone asked me, are the Crush that bad or are the Animals playing with their food? I'm going to be honest with you, Bone. I don't think the Crush are that bad. I think the Crush are bad at making adjustments. I think the Crush came out thinking this was something that it wasn't. Because you don't come out with a guy like, it's like, excuse me for saying it, but it's like having Sterry Codrington playing safety and me playing quarterback. Like, why am I at quarterback if Sterry Codrington is sitting there? What the hell am I doing at quarterback? Because Sterry said he wanted to play safety now? Do we want to win or do we want to just play and say we participated? No. Get Sterry.
Rob, I've decided to no longer be the play-by-play announcer and just become the board up.
Ain't no way.
It'll be a 2-point attempt from the 10-yard line. Thomas with 4 on the line. Watch the jump. And now going for 2. The throw. Knocked away.
Good defense.
And it will be, it looked like Liberty on the stop. It is. And with 26-12, 11-11, a palindrome in the clock. And with a lot of time left, Rob, the untimed down. But we're in the 4th quarter, and for the first time since the 2nd quarter, we will see the Animals with the ball on offense. And if you want to learn how to take your highlights or your video content to the next level, let Scene's interactive AI video engine do that for you and your business. For more information on how to utilize Scene, scan the QR code now, or see how it works at A7FL.com. A7FL.TV. Seen the future of interactive video. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian on the A7FL Games of the Week. We're live not only on A7FL.TV, but Triller 24/7 by Fight, Triller TV Plus, DAZN, Fox Soul, and so much more. Learn where you can watch us live anytime at a7fl.com/watch. And speaking of watch this play again. Beautiful interception. And then everything just kind of like, just like me in front of a beautiful woman. Everything goes wrong. Your brain doesn't work. You start speaking Slavic. You give the ball away. And that's how we get to 26-12 as the Crush right now look to stop this Animals offense. Maybe get the ball back into 3-on-1. Only in the fourth quarter when you're down or tied can you try to get back the ball, and this is an opportunity for them. But they have to stop one of the most dangerous return teams in the A7FL. They have to stop him behind or at the 20, and it looks like that is Mike Liberty. He is at the 25, and he will keep. He's just like, okay, I don't have to give the ball back now. And the Animals, for the first time since the second quarter, will have the ball on offense. That is a wild stat. That is a wild stat. The time of possession in this game has been bonkers.
Yeah, it's been insane. And 11-11, when it was 11-11, I know what the Crush were wishing for, and hopefully they do something. They need some type of spark. Or what's this now?
Timeout called by the Crush. David Tender throwing the ball only 9 times today, but 4 of those passes have yielded 116 yards, and he's gotten a tutty. That one to Manny. The big play, the big chunk of that yards to Manny Diaz on the first play from scrimmage. And Rob, right now after the timeout, the Crush look like, oh, we don't like what they're putting out there. We got to burn a timeout.
That's very interesting because the Crush did come out. You can't come out the way the Crush did. It almost came out in a prevent, like David Tender can't run. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it almost looked like a prevent defense.
Yes, let's not get the guy whose highlights are him running and looking dead into the camera.
Because I see a lot of teams make this mistake and they don't match. Like right now, it should be 4 people on that line. Somebody, and there he goes, he's creeping up. You got to be responsible for the quarterback as well. You get what I'm saying? So
watch the linebacker in the shiesty. First and 10. Tender steps up in the pocket, launches this one, almost caught. No call on that play, but that one was a rocket, and it looked like that was going to...
It's Manny.
No, that wasn't Manny.
No, that's Manny.
Yeah, Manny.
I don't know who that was.
Number 2, I believe that was... I believe that wasn't Omari Thomas for certain. I do not have his name in front of me right now, but... Big play. We've seen him make big plays last season. And Tender in trouble. Bounces to the outside. Looking to evade the defender. Bounces again, and he gets on the ski poles and slides down near the 30. Ball almost came loose, but it will be third down. 3rd and about 2 for David Tender.
And this is good. You got Bot as the spy. Bot is a standout right now on this QC Crush team. I'm not going to lie to you. He held the only score up until Keno Thomas did his thing, and now he's one-on-one right now covering David Tender as a spy, and he's doing the job because if he's not there, David Tender feels like he can just go off and just run. Bot's able to catch him. Bot's able to match his speed. Hopefully this ends up in a turnover. Oh, yeah.
And now on 3rd down, they get the first and get brought down at the 45, an emphatic tackle on number 10. And the Animals continue to move the ball downfield, Rob. And
I can't say the Crush aren't doing what they can, but is it too late, Matt? I still think there's a lot of time.
There's a lot of time left. They have 2 timeouts. They just have to get a stop here. We see Tender play action, rolls out to his right. He will keep it. He will get to the sideline, and he will get the first down, crossing the Rubicon and getting past the 45. First down, Animals.
And you see what happened. He hit a playmaker and pointed to who? Bot. He told his tight end to go get Bot, and that's how he was able to get a couple of extra yards on that. It must be cold out there, boy. Listen,
that wind
I'm
is
not good
winding.
at cold weather. Ohio got it. Ohio, you guys are the champs. I cannot survive in
Hey,
cold
Rob,
weather.
are you so glad we're not in the broadcast bunker right now?
Yeah, I'm not going to hold you. I'll be freezing right now. I'm cold watching this game. I'm cold right now.
Matt Ryan and Rob Fabian enjoying our Sunday alongside you on the A7FL Games of the Week. 26-12 your score. It'll be first down, a fresh set of downs for David Tender and the Silk City Animals. Tender about 5 yards out, play action again. With time, throws it down. That's Quani Morgan, and Morgan.
That's a phenomenal tackle, and I'm pretty sure that was Bot. Bot is playing out of his mind.
Great play by Bot.
Was that Bot?
I think that was Bot on that tackle.
Wow, man.
You see Diaz.
I'm seeing some standouts, man.
Alongside Morgan.
Mm.
And for the first time we've seen this Animals offense in the second half, we've seen some pretty good plays. This was a solid play action. And there you see John Kessler keeping it clean. And now on second down, Tender throws it to the big man. Papa Smurf.
Yo, Bot it.
Now that's a Smurfing truck. He smurfed him on that one. First down, Animals.
Yeah, Bot did not come out good on that exchange at all. Papa Smurf, that is a big guy to be trying to tackle. And Bot's been trying to do it all. And see, he pushes him far out, and that's it. It's a check down. And here he comes lined up, and he tries to.
He does the right thing, tries to wrap, slows his momentum, but gets the wind taken out of him on that play.
Yeah, that's a big guy coming downhill.
And just, that's the forearm to he got his knee.
Oh, his leg.
Oh, he got the turf. The turf caught him. An injury on the field to Bot's not what you want to see. We'll take a brief timeout, and we'll be back hopefully with more information. It's the A7FL Games of the Week.
Oof.
We're back with our second game of the afternoon. The Animals lead the QC Crushers. We're live in Indianapolis on the A7FL Games of the Week. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. An injury to Jeff Botts as we went to break, and you don't want to see that, Rob. And as we look ahead to our 7 p.m. contest, Savion Cunningham, Tone Smith of the Las Vegas Hunters, two teams that have shown a lot of skill this season and have guys with a lot of skill we've not been able to see. The Hunters put it together the last couple of seasons. But now with Savion Cunningham on that team, do you think that with that, can the Hunters make a run, or will Sick With It, without Jeremy Geary at quarterback, continue to show why they are one of the best 5 teams in the A7FL?
Yeah, I think Sick With It is right now looking too good. And it's still early, but I don't think Sick With It is ready to give up their second place in Vegas right now.
It would be hard. They'd be hard pressed to give that up, especially when they know that they have the Stealth nipping at their heels. The Hunters are looking to make a statement, and obviously the Insomniacs today put up points on the Gold. So right now, this is a jockeying for position moment in our 7 o'clock game. We'll take a brief timeout. We'll be back with more after this. We're back live with the A7FL Games of the Week across the A7FL TV network, whether you're watching us on Triller 24/7 by Fight, Triller TV Plus, DAZN, Fox Soul, or right here on A7FL.TV. We're so glad you're joining us for our Games of the Week. 26-12, the Animals will get the ball back. They retain possession. It's first down after that play from Papa Smurf to get that first down. We'll hope to have an update on Jeff Botts before the end of the broadcast, but we will keep you up to date on that. We are wishing him the very best after that injury in our last break. The handoff, play action, Tender keeps it, throws it deep downfield out of the hands of the receiver, and that was an attempt for Vaughn, and could not get that going.
So now the problem is with Bot out and Bot being the guy that was kind of keeping Tender under control. If whoever they replace Bot with, Tender feels like he can run all over, you know what's coming next, you know? So, unfortunately, losing Bot is definitely not what you want if you're the QC Crush. He was a standout player today, and, you know, he's gonna be missed. Hopefully he gets better soon.
Yeah, we wish him the very best. You never want to see that happen to anybody. Right. And there's the handoff, the sweep, rotates round again, finds it, tosses it back to Tender.
Oh,
Tender now, he's behind the line of scrimmage. He can move. He will run the ball back. He will rotate again, and he will run out of play. It'll be third down.
Flag on the field.
Yeah, flag on the play. We'll see what it is. Might be. I'm unsure what it could be.
Holding, probably.
Possibly.
That's the only thing I can see that makes sense. They threw it up there, closer to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a holding call.
Yeah.
There's a sweep. Let's see. There it is.
Papa Smurf.
There it is.
Yeah, that's a terrible hold.
He was really impressed with the stitching. He just wanted to.
Oh my God, I love your jersey.
What is that, velvet?
Guys look like a football club. Yes.
And they're trying to club them with the football here as Tender would just find his way to okay, I've got nothing here. I'm just going to go out of bounds now.
I'm not going to lie to you. That is one of the most frustrating things. I've been on the opposite side of that. That's frustrating. Okay, hold on.
2nd and 20, double play action. Wow. Tender! And off the
Hey!
That is the luckiest incompletion they have had this afternoon. Almost went into the hip pocket of the defender, and it will be third down.
Is Isaac Gomez, shouts to Isaac Gomez, baby Joker, are you still on BIC, Mr. Gomez?
He's a photographer now. He works with our buddy Rye.
Oh, nice.
Our buddy Rich, yeah.
Okay, nice. Shouts to Isaac Gomez.
Yeah. And shout out to Rod, one of our longest-serving social media photographers and videographers. Third and 20 after this. 5:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. First possession for the Animals in the second half. The only score of the half coming off a pick six from the Animals. The throw, Tender, deep, caught, King holds on to it.
And each of these throws, Tender has been, maybe for lack of a better word, pretty accurate in putting it in a place where only his guy can catch it.
The location.
His guy just hasn't been able to catch it.
Location's been spot on. It's just that ball is coming at a range of speed that they're not able, for whatever reason, the timing ain't there right now. And it's a great showing by this Crush secondary that they're keeping stride for stride with these guys. They're keeping some of those balls 50-50, if not 60-40.
But I'm also looking at it like, down the line, are these guys gonna be? You can't drop those passes against a BIC or Renegades or
the Watchmen. And now David Tender will run it up to the 20. He stops, he reaccelerates, and they will call him out of play around the 10.
And that's why I'm saying 11. Another flag. Yikes. That's what I'm saying. That's what happens when Bot's not there.
That's what happened. Yeah. You don't have that spy. You can't keep that safety there. You're just...
David Tender just put the Jets on. They said it's about time we shout out Rod. We love Rod.
He's been
Visuals
one
by
of my
Rod.
favorite
We love
people.
Rod.
Visuals by Rod's one of my favorite accounts on Instagram. It's a
wrong with you
long
guys?
day and we're very tired and there's a lot of business to discuss. Do you know how many papers I have in front of me on my floor right now? Goodness gracious.
Is that the flag?
Might be.
Yikes.
Let's see again on the replay. Just waiting. The SCA
he
on
made a
360.
decision. He made a decision. It's over. Look. Let's see the hit. I gotta see the hit.
Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Oh, that's a block in the back. Yeah. You can't do that. You can't do
That's
that, Manny.
yeah.
Manny, you can't do that,
That's
bro.
tough. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's why he pulled up too. He knew it.
Yeah.
He knew it.
It'll be
a tough-
4th
that's-
and 20. So that play gets negated and they'll move them back. But right now, the Crush are holding out for a miracle, not only to get that ball back, but also to turn on the Jets and try to tighten this up on defense. Crucial 4th down here.
Yeah, the Crush have work to do, but you could leave this game knowing what you had to fix. That offensive adjustment could have been made first quarter. You know, like it's little things they could have done to make this a little bit more competitive, but they're not far away. It's not like the game is out of hand.
In correction, it is 4th and 10. Tender on 4th down. Nonetheless, has to make something happen.
Liberty
Tosses it to Mike Liberty.
my
Liberty finds the
goodness.
1st down. He finds the sideline, pushes through the pile, and gets taken down at the 11.
And again, without Bot, guys like Liberty, guys like Tender, they're gonna start going off. Bot was the only one that was actually keeping another. He just threw another flag. Yep. How many flags are they gonna throw? This is a flaggy game. But this is the connection I've been looking for. I don't like that block at all. Great catch by Liberty. He turns up, changes direction. Yeah, that's a good block.
And Mike Liberty there grinding through as
Low center of gravity, not afraid of contact.
and
Yeah,
big
walks him
push.
into the
Yeah,
block.
just walks right
Yeah.
through.
Zero fear of any contact.
And want to give a shout out to our friend over in Cottage Grove, Oregon, Sophia Milianen. Thank you so much for all your support. Want to give you a shout out. 3:49 left to go in the 4th. 26-12 your score.
She
And
makes
with-
contact.
Believe so.
I think I seen one of her videos about something about horror. I thought that was hilarious.
And it'll be 4th and it'll be a replay of 4th. No, it'll be 1st down. After that play from Tender, it'll be and Liberty. It'll be 1st down after converting that play.
A lot of stars, a lot of star power on that Animals team. And I know this ain't their full roster.
And in terms of, it's just the potential of these guys,
Yeah.
the highlights we've seen from them, their ability to turn this game on their head. It is a lot. It is a lot of talent and a lot of opportunity.
Mm-hmm. They went out there with their core guys, and they're doing what they want to do right now.
And Tender on 1st down, throws it to Papa
my
Smurf.
goodness.
He runs down again, and a Big Mac truck gets another 1st down. That check down.
I got a lot
Rob.
of respect for a guy that wants to run into this man head on like that.
Who's willing to take the brunt of it to
Yeah.
get the stop, just to keep that momentum from going forward. It'll be, let's
My chest
see
hurt a
again,
little bit.
Tender with time, then immediately John Kessler checking out the sartorial splendor, and then the kick
Look at
out
him
to Papa
downhill.
Smurf, just driving down the sideline, drills that shoulder in, and here we go, an attempt on 2nd down, touchdown, Animals.
Easy money. And yeah. At this point, I think the Crush should just start trying some things, get ready for next week. Just start getting ready for next week because, 3 minutes left. You guys take a while to score. Even if just start trying implementing things like, oh yeah, they just gave it straight to him, direct snap. I wouldn't want to get in front of him either.
Driving his way into the end zone. The man's pants are ripped, making a statement, 32-12, and Tender will jog out, roll, pitch back again.
Oh my goodness.
Bounces, throws, and cannot complete it. It looked like he didn't expect the ball was coming at him because it was a little bit of crossing trains there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a couple of open guys. I thought he was gonna check down to the tight end again.
David Tender, now the white hat for this game.
Oh my.
Talking with John Kessler and one of the Santistabon brothers.
Back him up.
I believe they threw the ref. They put it down. Yep. Don't get the unsportsmanlike. Just put the hat on the ground. Only the camera saw you, not the officials. So you can't get penalized yet.
They never happen unless somebody tell it. You guys tell it in the chat.
Someone's running out on the field now with a screen just showing there. And yep, there's the hat. Yep. Don't do it. Don't do it. Give it back to him.
Good man.
Give it back to him.
Good man.
Sir.
Good man.
Thank you.
You dropped this, sir.
Sir, pardon me. Sir, Mr. Official. Ole Anderson looking gentleman. Sir. Sir, stepped out on a sitcom. Stepped out on a sitcom, sir. Sir.
Why is he? Oh, that top is missing. Sheesh. Shiny up there.
There's David Tender just waiting for to give the referee his hat back.
Listen, if it ever gets that bad for me, somebody warn me. I'm going scorched earth on my scalp. It's all gone.
You will never see me without a hat again for the rest of my life. And there it is. Success. He did it. He did it. And with 24 minutes until the top of the hour, the Animals controlling here after the touchdown. We're waiting for the call on what was the extra point. And as we look towards the top of the hour, 24 minutes away from our third game, after this game is done, me and Rob will ride with you. Anthony Alvarez will join us as we go over highlights, scores, and a look at what's to come in our third game of the week, as the Hunters will take on Sick With It right here on A7FL TV. The penalty is declined, and it will be a time for a throw-off. 3 minutes left to go. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. And Rob, as we wind down here, the Crush have found ways to keep this game close, but a lot of that was trying to walk down. A lot of it was trying to walk down that Animals defense after the pick six to start the second half. It was a lot of time with the Crush and Keno Thomas just trying to scrape ways to get to a first down, trying to get into field position, and then they got that score. But trying to play the long game may have come with a cost because it's 32-12, and right now they're going to have to. And David Tender has been ejected from the game for making contact with the ref.
No way. Seriously? Oh, yikes. He has been ejected from the game. Okay. I mean, I guess the refs are a little biased then, huh? David Tender's out.
And if that comes to play in the final of this game, it'll be an interesting day at the office for certain.
He's getting ejected. That's crazy.
That ball's a live ball.
Oh,
that is
live.
A live
it's live.
Ball, and that is picked. That is
it's still live.
Picked up by the Animals inside the 5.
Yeah, that's miserable, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's miserable.
That is a live ball, and number 18 coming up a little late, but David Tender's still in the game, so I guess he wasn't ejected. It was just our producer Alex Boom Boom Soberman having a little bit of fun with us. Because there he is walking onto the screen.
That's I'd be very sad if that happened to me. Sometimes I'd be happy. Like, the worst thing that could have happened to me as a lineman is I miss a block or something, but man, oh man, muffing a kick or throw like that, and then allowing the team that's already putting belts behind to get it again, and then they're like a yard away with one of the best running quarterbacks in the league. I mean, it just sounds like everything bad, everything that can go wrong is going wrong right now.
Someone else was ejected, not David Tender. Apologies. We will find out who was ejected, and David Tender trying to eject another 6 points into the end zone, nearly gets picked off, and that will continue to see the clock run up until our 2-minute warning.
To be honest, he could have just walked out in. He chose not to.
That's fair.
He chose not
yeah,
to.
he wanted to get a passing tutty on his highlight reel. He wanted that on the stat sheet for the drive back to Philadelphia.
If you're the Crush, what are you doing to prepare for next week after a game like this? What are you taking from this game?
I'm taking that Keno Thomas is a great athlete. If I can utilize Amatrice Hall in whatever way I can to open up that offense, that's all you got. That's where it starts. I think you've seen a lot of opportunities here. This defense is very tough, very resilient. And when you're inundated with a lot of athletes like the Animals who can run the ball, they could pass the ball, but we'll figure it out and wrap this one up on the other side of this. We've hit the 2-minute warning. It is 32-12. The Animals looking to close this one out on the road. We'll be back with the finish of this. It's the A7FL Games of the Week.
And we're back with live action. Crush versus Silk City Animals, and it's been a wash pretty much, and hopefully we get to see. Well, we're gonna see David Tender do something and score. Hopefully we get to see the Crush figure something out. I mean, at this point though, 3 minutes left, there's not much that the Crush can hope to do. But here we go, snap. And oh yeah, he's gone. Touchdown,
And
Silk City.
Silk City runs this. They run this one in, and that's Mike Liberty running it in for a tutty, making this one 38-12. An impressive run there by Liberty. And at the top of the hour, we'll be heading to Vegas. We'll be going over to Sin City to see the Hunters and Sick with it. But we see here on the replay, big play
Easy
there,
money.
Rob.
Easy money by Liberty. It's okay. Touchdown. I mean, again, I like to. That's the connection again I want to see the most, because Liberty's a playmaker, a guy that's been number one on most teams that he's played on. On this team, he's in fact not number one. But he's a number one option, you know. So
Tender will throw for the extra point, and that one will avoid the swamp of doom right behind the back end zone, but it will be incomplete. 38-12 and a minute 52 left to go on the clock. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. And folks, if you want to get taped up like a pro, whether you're a pro athlete, semi-pro athlete, or someone looking making a name for yourself as an amateur, go to Tape Me Up, because they'll have the professional athletic training services to serve all sports and ages. If you need more info, well, you're in luck. Go to tapemeup.net, that's tapemeup.net, and scan the QR code now. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. It's the A7FL Games of the Week as David Tender will throw the ball off after the penalty from the 50-yard line. They moved them down a little bit. Oh, no, they're moving them. They're moving them back. But without Bots, Rob, who went down with that leg injury in at the start of our fourth quarter. It's not necessarily what you're going to... It depends on who's going to be back there for the QC Crush as the Animals throw this ball off.
The energy's completely different now.
That ball, again, is a live ball. Last time the Animals ended up with it. And now here's a chance for the Crush. Tries to keep it moving and met at the 33, and he will be stopped.
I mean, the energy's different, and I get it. I've been here, man. I've been here. It's like you have to still find the will. I won't leave feeling like, I got destroyed and the other team doesn't remember who I was that day. You get what I'm saying? Like that bothers me. That thought bugs me a little bit. So hopefully they have that same mentality and make sure they leave a lasting impression, because again, this is a learning experience. There's a lot they can take from this game. There's a lot of adjustments that need to be made. The defense isn't as bad as, they were worn down. They were worn down. They were tired. They were sitting for a while. So,
Long day at the office, and next week the QC Crush will play host in Cincinnati as they take on the Trenton BIC in our Games of the Week. That'll be live right here on A7FL TV. The throw intercepted.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
And just walks that one in, and the Animals join the BIC in the 40 club in the Eastern Conference.
Oh, man. That's not what you want at home. Oh, that is not what I meant by try some things. And then it's like you put the big
this
fella
one
back.
will be called. They will run
They're
the
wrapping
clock
it up.
out after this, and the Animals will walk out with a 42-12 victory over the QC Crush in Indianapolis. And next week, we will be seeing the next time when we come back. We'll talk about what we'll be seeing next week, and we'll recap what you've seen today. It's the A7FL Games of the Week. Your final score: the Animals taking the win here on the road, winning on opening day, 42-12. We'll be back with more after this. It's the A7FL Games of the Week.
Oh man, that was cold. Right. That was crazy, dude. That was fucking wild.
We're back live here in Indianapolis, Indiana, as the Silk City Animals took the drive from Paterson, New Jersey to walk out with the win over the QC Crush. They picked it off to walk it off. And if you want custom athletic uniforms for athletes and sports of all ages, go to tpg-sports.com or scan the QR code now. Get a customizable jersey for you, your team, or more at tpg-sports.com. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. And Rob, what are the vibes you're feeling right now and some of the things you're hearing at the end of today as we prepare for our final game of the afternoon at the top of the hour?
Indianapolis has to get it together a little bit. I am not disappointed in the Octane's performance, even though it was a loss. I saw a lot of sparks on that team. I saw a solid quarterback. I saw a phenomenal running back, and I saw a potential wide receiver / corner who really has a good nose for the game in the Octane. It's a team that didn't quit. They didn't give up. They fought tooth and nail against a veteran team led by Corey and Amir Morris. So I'm very impressed. Even in a loss can be impressive. So in that loss, I think the Octane honestly have shown me that they can really get this done. They have what it takes to go the distance as long as they make the right adjustments in the beginning of the game. They kind of did the same thing that we just saw here with the Crush, where they started one way, then they switched into the better thing afterwards. So they have to, and this is across the board for Indy. Let's start the way we know it's supposed to start if we really want to win. Let's keep Keno in at the beginning of the game. Let's not give him a whole quarter down and then beg him to save you after that. You get what I'm saying? Right. Right.
On.
Back here on the A7FL Games of the Week, trying to press my own buttons as we've seen some of the offenses in the A7FL push buttons for some of the teams. Big Rob, as we head towards the top of the hour and we wrap things up here in Indianapolis as we're here in the studio, what next week for the QC Crush, the Trenton BIC? They're going to face off in our games of the week. We're going to see a lot more come on. I'll pull up my schedule right here. Next week in the A7FL, the Hawks will take on the Heathens. The Renegades, after last week's performance, they'll make their first games of the week debut, Rob. We'll be seeing them take on the Octane in Cincinnati. The Buzz and the Watchmen face off. The Animals take on the Patterson U. That's going to be a game that will be available on demand. We'll have highlights and information on that on In Motion, but our 4 o'clock game of the week will be the BIC taking on the QC Crush. For more information on the A7FL schedule, you can head over to a7fl.com, or to how to watch these games live or on demand, go to a7fl.com/watch. Rob, as we wrap up today and we get ready, as we take a look live at Las Vegas, we take a look at Vegas right now as we get ready for the top of the hour. We're going to head. We've got about 4 minutes left in this show. If you were a team in the A7FL today, what's the one thing you're taking with you into week 2? Is this of what we're ready to see? Is this what's yet to come? Is this a preview for this season, or will week 2 reveal a lot more interesting things and create a lot more chaotic storylines as we head into the playoffs?
I mean,